so quick. That was a huge hole, as you described, Jay, right up the gut. Just a draw play, and the Little Rock Christian was not prepared whatsoever. I think PA will go for 2 here, so they lead 12-0 early in the first quarter.
Watkins, once he got through there, Lanny, you know his speed. And like we said, if you're even, he's leaving.
And he certainly was. Nobody came close to Watkins.
He'll split out wide to the right, and they're going to go for 2. Hatcher, shotgun formation. He's back there by himself, has a man in motion. He's going to keep it himself. He's wide open. There's a 2-point conversion.
No, but once again, it looked like the previous play. That defensive line just left everybody. They went out to cover the receivers. Nobody watched Hatcher, and he just walked in for the 2-point conversion.
Well, there's some film scouting for you. That middle opened up a couple of times, and it's worth 8 points for the Bruins. And now they're up 14-0.
With 11-10 to go here in the first quarter. Yep. That's what we talked about. You want to make that other team chase you, do what they're not comfortable with, and PA jumps up real fast. And everybody knows PA is going to put a lot of points on the board, and they're off to a great start.
14-0, and we haven't seen the Warrior offense yet. So, and we'll see what happens on this onside kick.
And it is just pouring right now.
Very reminiscent of a game we saw at Cabot several years ago.
That's one of my favorite games.
Yep. When the Bruins were up 28-0 before Cabot's offense got on the field. Charette will tee it up at the 40. He's teeing it up the same way, so maybe another spinaroo. He's going to be kicking back to the PA bench. His team leading at 14-0 here early. Here comes the kick. He's going to scoop it himself. He's going to go for it himself. The ball is free. I believe the Bruins got it again.
I think the Bruins have it. It's a dog pile.
They tricked them.
I think the Bruins have it. You're right, Charette kicked it this time back to the right.
They followed it. And now they're going to say, what?
No, they're huddling. They haven't called it yet.
Hey, that should have been a penalty right there. 2 just shoved Charette right in the helmet.
They're going to call a Little Rock Christian ball at the 50-yard line. I think they might call illegal touching is what they might call on this. Right at the 50-yard line, and first of all, Joe Hampton should have had a 15-yard penalty for hitting Charette in the helmet. There's several Christian players without their helmets came out on the field, too, that you cannot do. You got to maintain your composure.
Well, the ball is just on the PA side of the 50. Sanders is the quarterback. Kyron Sanders has a man in motion. He's going to hand it to Crockett, running right.
Oh, my gosh.
Crockett at the 50, the 45, down to the 40, and out of bounds there.
Jay, the right tackle.
Yep.
The right tackle for Christian.
He tackled it.
I mean, you talk about a takedown.
Yep.
He tackled number 70. I'll let you pronounce the name there.
Yeah, he did. He tackled Allen Namuamua.
And I can't believe the flag wasn't called. Anyway, it's a first down and 10 Christian. The ball is at the 39-yard line.
Gain of 11.
A PA.
Sanders shotgun. He's going to try to keep it himself. Bruins finally make the tackle inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. Pickup of about 6. Jacob Anderson knocks him down.
It's a good run that time by Sanders. He's got a lot of speed, too.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. They're going to have to watch him. They're going to have to watch Crockett. And they've got a couple of receivers
Crockett
they have
is
to
a
watch.
Big back,
He is big.
Yeah, 6 foot 215.
He's already committed to Boise State. Now on second down and 4. Sanders in the shotgun, has a man in motion. He's going to flip it to him. Running right, trying to find the corner. He has the corner, and enough for a first down. Gain of about 5 that time by Joe Hampton. He's the fellow who hit Charette upside the head a minute ago.
There's a Christian offensive lineman. He's kind of gimping right now, number 72 for Little Rock Christian.
He's trying to shake it off.
Yeah, but got to tweaked his ankle, Dylan Hayes.
Dylan Hayes, he's a senior.
And it looks like he's going to have to come out. And for him, it's going to be Connor Parnell, 5'11", 225 junior.
So Hayes will trot off the field.
That was an interesting pitch back right there Christian ran as they pitched it back to Joe Hampton as he took it over in a jet sweep that you've seen Jared Cornelius do for the Razorbacks. Jet sweep over the right side.
1st and 10 from the Bruin 29. Sanders kicks his leg up. He's ready. He drops back to pass. The rush is on. He has to get rid of it. It's out in the open. It's intercepted. Intercepted at the 5. Back to the 10. Back to the 15-yard line. He's trying to get players out of his way. And he finally goes down to the 18.
Well, we'll see who that is, but I'm thinking that might be the kicker, Charette, with that interception.
Sanders was hit as soon as he tried to throw the ball, and he threw it up for grabs. And that time it was Justin Charette Who comes down with it?
That was just a terrible pass by Sanders. He just felt all kinds of pressure and just junked it. And Justin Charette was just sitting there waiting on it as the ball's going to be spotted close to the 20-yard line of PA. That's the first turnover of the night. We expect quite a few turnovers in this rain.
The pressure came. They hit Sanders as he was about to release the football. He just threw it up. And Charette cradled it in at about the 1-yard line and brings it back out close to the 19. Watkins is a running back. He's off to the right of Hatcher. Now he goes in motion. Hatcher looking, has time, throws. Caught by Bruce. Short gain, trying to get away. They're going to finally corral him at about the 24-yard line. That time pushing him out was Stone Bashirs.
Still a good run. It's still 5 yards as it moves the ball up close to the 25-yard line. 9:55 to go in the first quarter. Bruins leading 14-0 over the Warriors.
There's been a lot of action for 3 minutes, I'll tell you. 2 minutes. Second down and 5. Here's a handoff to Watkins. He slipped.
Yeah, he stepped on Hatcher's foot.
Yep.
He just slipped. But there was another hole there. It's going to go for
about
maybe a yard.
Yeah,
bring up a third down and call it 4.
3rd and 4 as he crossed the 25-yard line.
Needs to get to the 30.
Moving from our left to our right, leading at 14-0. Here's Hatcher. Quick pitch to the right. It's going to be caught. Across the 30, out to the 34, first down, and now the Warriors will throw him back. First one there was Gunnar Green.
Well, it's a first down. That's all that matters. Moves the chains for the Bruins.
I think it was Ray Jackson that made the catch.
Yep.
That'll move the chains.
The other thing, what's happening right now, Jay, you got a flat crowd for Christians. They're down 14-0. The Bruins just have got picked up another first down.
Wouldn't it be good to punch another one
Oh, you
in?
certainly want to see that.
At the 34-yard line, first down and 10 for the Bruins. Hatcher back to pass, slings it out to the left. He's got Watkins. He's got a little bit of room, but he's going to be drugged down by the shirt tail as he got about to the 38-yard line. So he's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5. Josiah Weaver there to make the tackle.
Looks like it's going to be about second down and 6 with 8:40 to go in the first quarter. Bruins leading 14-0.
Ball is spotted at the 30, just outside the 30, inside the 39-yard line. Hatcher back to pass, rushes on this time, dumps it off, has a receiver. At the 40, it's Kelly. At the 45, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line, close to the 48, and that'll move the chains again. Zach Kelly on a crossing pattern, knocked out by Carlos Stewart.
Another first down for the Bruins, close to the 50-yard line, still in Bruin territory. It looks like they're going to spot at the 48. 8:29 to go in the first quarter. All Bruins are so far 14-0.
First and 10 at their own 48. Hatcher gives it off to Watkins. He gets to midfield, and that's about it. He gets a couple. He stood up there. First man to hit him was William Mabry.
Well, that's one of the few. That's what the Warriors are going to have to do to Watkins. Is just stop him right there at the line of scrimmage. It's still a pickup of about 1.5 yards.
Well, let me tell you something. If they start stuffing that middle,
go wide.
He's going to find the corner. And if he finds the corner,
it's touchdown.
Yep. Second down, and we'll call it 8. The ball is right on the midfield stripe. Hatcher bobbles the snap. He has to go down and recover it, and he does, back at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Hatcher was trying to roll to his left, and then looked at the snap was fine. He was wanting to roll to his left, and he actually left a little bit before the ball got to him. I don't really think the weather came into play.
No.
He just left too early.
3rd and 13, back at the 45-yard line.
We got to stop
now,
play
let's
here.
See. Now we're trying to check out and see what the...
I think they're just going to change footballs.
Yeah, it just brought in a dry football, I guess. They're going to put it down at the 45. Here we go, 3rd and 13 for the Bruins, their own 45-yard line. Hatcher alone in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. He's looking left. Still looking. Now dumps it, has a man open, dropped.
Yeah.
Had a man open.
You're going to see this tonight. It's just a very wet ball. It brings up a 4th down. 4th and 15. The ball's at the 45-yard line of Pulaski Academy.
Had some running room. Trey Bruce did that time, but he just couldn't bring it in.
Got to get a lot of credit so far to that offensive line for the Bruins, giving Hatcher time to look.
Well, they're going to be coming. They're going to be coming after him this time on 4th down and 13. Here we go. Hatcher, they're coming after him. Flag on the play.
Yeah, it's
flag on the play. They're going to call it dead, and apparently somebody left too soon. Dead ball, false start against the Bruins.
Brings up a 4th down and 18. It's going to move the ball back to the Bruin 40-yard line.
I got to tell you, this is a bloodthirsty crowd here tonight.
Well, they want it, though. They want it. They're unsure they're going to get it, but you can tell they want it.
It's going to back it up to the 40-yard line, and it'll make it 4th down and 18.
7:23 to go in the first quarter. Bruins leading 14-0.
Well, it'd be something they can keep this going. 4th down and 18. Hatcher back to pass. He has time. He throws downfield. This one's up for grabs, and it's going to be...
I think it's called.
I think it's intercepted at the 40, but that they did the Bruins a favor. All he had to do was knock it down, and they'd have had the ball way up here.
Well, it's just...
But he intercepted it, and they're going to get the ball at the 41-yard line.
Well, it was called. Just the wrong team called it.
He intercepted at the 41-yard line, so he saved the Bruins about 19 yards on that one.
Yeah, defense, you want them to knock it down there, but I thought for a second that PA was going to be able to come down with that football.
Had a defender and a receiver both going up for it. So 1st down, Sanders in the shotgun. Throws it to the left. Read beautifully by the defense.
Great play.
At the 38, knocked down behind the line. And that was Jacob Anderson. He just cut the receiver's legs out from
He read that all the way. It brings up 2nd down and call it a 14. 7:02 to go in the first quarter. 14-0 Bruins.
2nd down and 14 now. Well, what a play by Anderson. He saw that coming. He just burst through there and hit the receiver when he turned around with the football. Now Sanders has a running back. Well, they're going to do a wildcat formation to Crockett. He's back there in the shotgun formation. He's going to take it himself. He's got a hole, and the Bruins are going to stop him shy of the 1st down yards, across the 45 up the 47. Still going to be about 4 yards shy. Justin Charette was the first one to stop him.
That's just a straight run right up the middle by Crockett there.
He just took the snap and took off running. He's about 4 yards shy. 3rd down and 4. He's going to do the same thing. He's got the football here. He's going to have it. He's in a shotgun formation. This time he's going to flip it to his receiver, and he's going to be caught in the backfield. Receiver was in motion. He flipped it back to Joe Hampton, and the defense was there, led by Isaiah Woods, and that's a big, big tackle.
That was a very slow developing play, and Woods read that one all the way. Good.
Well, it's going to force a punt.
Yeah, Christians run that play twice. First time they got about 7 yards, but PA had seen that before. We got a stoppage of play.
Timeout Pulaski Academy on this 4th down and 9. I'm sure Coach Kelly, very rarely do the Bruins put somebody back to return a kick because he wants to make sure they kick the ball away.
Yeah, kind of surprised he called the timeout with 5:47 to go here in the first quarter.
The Bruins leading at 14-0 here at Little Rock Christian.
I mean, Little Rock Christian, I'd be surprised that if they go for it. I don't know how much of a gambler Jeff Weaver is.
Yep.
Because Christian's got the ball on the 40-yard line. If they don't get this, you know PA is going to go for the jugular right then. There's a dangerous play here for Christian if they go for it. If they do, they better get it.
Coach Kelly wanted to call a timeout and talk things over. And it looks like the punter is going to be Joe Hampton, who's also a wide receiver. They told us to keep an eye on Hampton. He's a good wide receiver.
Well, he's the one that got the pitch out of that Wildcat last play, Hampton was.
He's standing back at his own 27-yard line.
Doesn't look like anybody's back for PA.
Nope. They're watching just to make sure. We'll wait for the snap. Snap is good, and the kick is away, and it's a good kick. That's going to hit at the 20, bounce inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, inside the 2, and down to the 1-yard line.
It's a good kick. You got it. Little Rock Christian did a great job there. They pinned the Bruins back inside the 1-yard line.
So the Bruins will take over 99 yards away.
Now, last time PA got back at the back, unfortunately, they fumbled for a touchdown for the opponent. 5:39 to go in the first quarter. Bruins leading 14-0.
They'll take over the football at their own 1-yard line, leading it 14-0 here in this semifinal game. Winner goes to War Memorial for the state championship game next week. Glad you're with us. The rain right now looks like it's a little bit of a mist blowing. It's not as heavy as it was a few moments ago.
Boy, kickoff, it was all rain.
Yep. Bruins break the huddle, which is in their own end zone. And they'll try to get it out of the end zone.
I think
Hatcher's standing 8 yards or 7 yards deep in the end zone. Two receivers stacked to the right. He's looking left. rolls left, throws left, has a man at the 10-yard line, caught.
Yeah, that's Trey Bruce. They're right there at the 10. Going to be about a yard short of a first down.
So a good 9-yard pickup that gets the ball away from that goal line.
Jay, we've been doing these games so long. At first I said Kendall Bruce. His own
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, we've been doing PA football for so long.
Now then, it looks like now they get a defender out. Hatcher looks to pass. He's rushed. He's harassed. He steps up. He's in trouble. He gets across the 10, and he looks like he has the first down.
I think he still got the first down. That's just a good play by Hatcher right there. If he didn't get the first down, he was very close.
Moved it out to the 11-yard line. It is a first down, and the Bruins will start a new series of downs. Yeah, that time they came after Hatcher, and he had to move one way, then the other, and he finally made some positive yards.
5:02 to go in the first quarter. All Bruins 14-0.
Watkins is off to the left of Hatcher now. Hatcher in a shotgun on first down. 3 receivers to the right. That's the wide side of the field. He's going to give it to Watkins. Where's a block? Watkins hits the corner at the 15, out to the 20-yard line. And they're cheering like crazy, but that was an 8-yard pickup. Carlos Stewart made the stop.
I'm telling you, when Watkins turns that corner, he's
dangerous.
You know he can take it.
Out to the 20, just beyond the 20. To the 21, they're going to put it down. So a 9-yard pickup for Watkins. And no running back this time. Hatcher alone in the shotgun on second down and 1. Has time, steps up, throws long. That one slipped. Kelly has it, and he's busted on the far side. But he held on to that football at the 36-yard line. He's one tough kid, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
they hit him hard, but he held on to it at the 36.
Yeah, that was Reed Clevenger that came over, got the hit, but Kelly held on to it on the opposite side of the field.
At the 36, now Watkins is the running back. Hatcher hands it to Watkins. They're watching him. He gets maybe a couple, and that's about it. Now they're pushing him back.
Needs to be a quicker whistle on that right there. They push Watkins back about 15 yards. You're going to get somebody hurt. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bruins still leading 14-0.
And the Bruins have the football. They moved out to the 38-yard line. Started on the 1-yard line. Tell you, their big lineman still hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, well, he's the one that pushed Watkins back 15 yards, too.
So a gain of 2, second down and 8. No running back. 3 receivers stacked to the right, 2 to the left. He's looking right. Quick pitch to Watkins. And he bobbles it, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, it was just too high right there. Just overthrew Watkins.
And there's some pushing and shoving going on. Pushing and shoving going on. That time Carl Stewart was getting on the near sideline. That one went incomplete. 3rd down and 8. From the 38. Hatcher back to pass, rushes on. He has to avoid one man, dumps it off at the 40. Out to the 45. First down, good move on the sidelines. All the way out, first down yardage across the 45, out close to midfield. Couldn't tell who it was on the far side. That was Zach again, Zach Kelly.
Zach Kelly made a great shuttle step.
Yep.
Just when the defender came up, he just planted his right foot, went to his left, and was able to get the first down. That was a big play. Ball's at the 50-yard line. 3:34 to go in the first quarter. Bruins leading 14-0.
It looked like they had him stopped about 5 yards shy of the first down, and he broke free and went to the midfield stripe, and that moved the chains. And the Bruins, I think, are going to call a timeout again.
That's a second timeout for PA here.
They want to make sure they get this right. We'll take a timeout with them. Our score: first quarter, Bruins leading Little Rock Christian 14-0. Listening to Bruin football on 96.5 FM, The Answer.
Man, those guys over here are going freaking out, especially in those first couple of series.
I saw them jumping up and down.
Over here?
Yeah. Hey, they hadn't seen anything yet. You watch me toward the fourth quarter.
Both teams on the field. Bruins have a first down right at midfield, moving from our left to our right, leading at 14-0 here in the first quarter. Hatcher has Watkins off to his right. Tight formation. Little shovel pass to Bruce. Running left, looking for room. 50, 45. He has some room. They finally track him down as he gets inside the 45. Down to about the 41, 42-yard line. Jack Lee was the first man there. But that's a good pickup for Watkins.
Yeah, it certainly is. And time of possession, which you don't really think about, but PA is on this first quarter. There's only 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
That pays off against this other team's defense as this game wears on. The longer they're out there on the field.
Well, they can't score if the offense is on their side of the field, on the sidelines.
He got 9. It's 2nd down and 1. Hatcher looks inside, now points to Coach Kelly. Coach Kelly gives him a signal. He's ready to go. He looks to pass, throws over the middle, nobody there. Threw it down about the 15-yard line.
I'm not sure what he was doing there, but it was a 2nd down and 1, so he knew he had possibly a freebie play there, but nobody broke.
So it'll be 3rd down and short, actually less than a yard to go. Bruins leading at 14-0. They would love to add another one. Ball is just inside the 41. Need to get to the 40 for a first down. Lane Hatcher, the quarterback, gives it to Watkins. He has a first down and about 4 or 5 more as he gets down inside the 40, close to the 36-yard line. That's a first down. He'll move the chains. Tackle made by William Mabry. And this defense for Little Rock Christian has been on this field the entire first quarter.
Yeah, they sure have. 2:44 to go in the first quarter as once again PA is in the Warrior territory.
At the 36, Hatcher, 3 receivers right, no running back. Awaiting the snap on first down. He has it. Now he steps up, avoids a rush. He's got some room at the 35. Out to the 30, and he falls inside the 30-yard line. He's going to pick up about 7 on the play before Jack Lee brings him down on the near sideline, on the Warrior sideline.
Jay, that's some bad tackling right there by Little Rock Christian. They should have stopped Hatcher right there for a no gain, and Jack Lee just took a real bad angle and allowed Hatcher to pick up almost 8 yards.
Almost 8. Ball's at the 28-yard line, inside the 28-yard line. Hatcher. He rolls to his left. There's somebody coming, but he gets rid of it. It's going to be caught at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5. Needs a block. Pushing. Let's see. Did he get in? Touchdown, Bruins. In the corner. He kept pushing and kept pushing. His buddies were helping him, and that's a touchdown, Trey Bruce.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The Warriors went for the interception. They missed it. Trey Bruce caught the ball, turned it upfield, and good downfield blocking by PA. And the Bruins just took a 20-0 lead. It's a very quiet crowd here on the Little Rock Christian side.
Well, it looks like the Bruins are going to go for 2 again.
I'm going to tell you this, though. Hatcher's had all the time in the world. We got to give it up to this offensive line. They've just done a marvelous job. We'll get their names called out next time they got the ball.
Bruce is now going to keep it himself, running left, and he's going to dash into the end zone for a 2-point conversion.
Once again, he wasn't even touched, and the Bruins are just doing what they want, 22-0.
Right now, they're making a statement.
I'm telling you right now, Pulaski Academy can do anything they want to do on offense.
Right now, they're making a statement.
I like this statement.
And this crowd, as you said, rather quiet. Now, they showed up with... they showed up with pitchforks.
Look at the west end zone. The whole west end zone just packed with fans.
They showed up with pitchforks and torches. I can tell you that.
Well, they're sitting on those pitchforks right now.
Right now, it's kind of quiet. And we'll see if the Bruins can keep it going. The far sideline is covered with PA fans.
1:45 to go in the first quarter.
Even look at the crowd down around the 10-yard line over there. They're stacked about 10 deep over there.
You look like they're still coming in.
Yep. Well, Charette will kick it again. He's got it teed up for another spinaroo at the 40-yard line, and once again he's kicking back toward the Bruin bench. There's the whistle, and here comes the kick. This is a spinaroo, and this one is going to go out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. So the Warriors will have it at the 49. You don't want to give them any glimmer of hope here. You want to keep them out of the end zone, because right now they're a little bit down. You can see it in their body language.
This is a big possession right now for Christian. They've got to put some points on the board, even if it's a field goal, but they have got to put some points on the board.
What does that board say, Lanny? I can't see it from here.
1:45? 1:45 to go in the first quarter. All Bruins 22-0. Christian's got the ball at their own 48-yard line.
Here we go. Sanders, the quarterback, is going to hand it off to Crockett, running toward us, the near sideline. The Bruins string it out, and they've got it.
What a play.
The Bruins strung it out, and they dumped him for about a yard or so loss. Justin Charette was there.
Tell you, Justin Charette is having a heck of a game. That's a loss of 1.
Yep, they just strung it out. They wouldn't let Crockett turn the corner.
And give Robert Adar a lot of credit, the defensive end. He's the one that helped string that play out.
He sure did. Here's a handoff to Crockett. The Bruins are going to bottle him up, and he's going to get a couple of yards out to midfield. And that'll bring up a big 3rd down and about 8.5. Cameron Fonseca was the guy who knocked him down that time.
Here's a big 3rd down play. It'll be a 3rd down and 8 with less than a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Well, see if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down and 8. Sanders is going to try to pass. Now he's in trouble. He gets away from one man. He's up to 50. The Bruins have him. They spin him down at the 45-yard line. He's still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker. Robert Ader on the tackle. Robert Ader made the tackle and spun him down at the 45.
Well, I know Colonel Ader would be proud of that play. And that might, let's see, it's 30 seconds to go here with the 4th down. Let's see if Little Rock Christian.
They're going to go. They feel like they have to go.
Yeah, but let's see if they want to talk about it because they had put the play.
They're going to call timeout.
Well, one thing we got problems with, Jay, is the play clock on the east goal line is not working. It's been stuck on 5 the whole game.
Yep.
And it doesn't seem to be working on the west, so it's hard to tell what the play clock is doing. Not the game clock, the play clock, because there's 23 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah. Bruins leading at 22-0. Here's the situation. Bruins ahead 22-0 as we are near the end of the first quarter. Little Rock Christian has the football. They desperately need some points. Even though it's just the first quarter, Bruins are out to a 22-0 lead and have all the momentum. Here's the problem for the Warriors. They have it on the Bruin 45, but it's 4th down and 3. So they had to call a timeout to talk it over, and I would say they're probably going to go for it here because the way PA's offense has been rolling, you just don't want to have to give the ball right back to them.
No, but I hope they do.
Yep. We'll see what happens. They're going to go, I believe. Yep.
Well, they almost have to. They feel like they almost have to. I mean, if they let PA get more points on the board, they can be out of it quick.
Here we go. From the 45, they need to get to the 42. Crockett, the running back, has it. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, and he's got the 1st down at the 40, down to the 35, and tackled at the 30. Tackle made by Justin Charette. So they'll move the chains.
Well, that play worked right there for Little Rock Christian, and that moves the chains down to about the, looks like the 30-yard line.
About the 30. They're going to say the 31.
18 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This will be the last play of the first quarter.
Well, they're just going to let Crockett take it again. He's in a shotgun formation. He's going to take it again up the middle. The Bruins are going to stop him this time as he gets down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line, so a pickup of about 4. Robert Ader again on the tackle.
That's into the first quarter.
What a first quarter for the Bruins. We'll take a break after 1 from Little Rock Christian. Our score, Pulaski Academy 22, Little Rock Christian nothing. You're listening to Bruin Football on 96.5 FM, The Answer.
Well, we couldn't ask for a better start.
No, that's a good start. Anybody getting water back there? You hadn't seen any. I can't hear myself now.
Well.
Hello.
Yes, one, too. I can hear myself.
Well, it's because, take your headset up. Pam was saying she could hear us talking earlier, and so, hang on. All right, hold on, miss.
You don't know if anybody's getting water.
I can get some over there.
Never mind, no problem.
Cheers. Yeah, I'm still trying.
Test.
You hear you? Oh, crap.
Yep. No problem at all.
I'll tell you right now, the play clock's will not work.
That sounds stupid.
Second down and 6 for Little Rock Christian. And this time Crockett is going to hit up the middle as a running back, and he doesn't get much. He gets back to the line of scrimmage before Corbin Witham was there to say, how do you do?
That was good defensive pressure right there for the Bruins as they lead 22-0 with 11:40 to go here in the second quarter.
So it makes it 3rd down and 6 as the rain is coming down. A little bit harder. 3rd down and 6. Sanders, the quarterback. Crockett off to his left, but Sanders is going to pass this time. The rush is on. He throws. It's going to be...
I don't know if he caught that.
PA said incomplete, but they're going to mark it.
That's a good catch then if he did, but...
There's no instant replay.
No,
they're going to mark it for a 1st down.
That was Robert Johnson.
Inside the 20.
That was a
they're still talking
catch.
about it, but...
I think they're going to give it to him, but that's a questionable catch.
Yeah, he went... Now there's a penalty marker on the play. Way back at the 35, Lanny.
Well, that'd be a hold.
That is a hold.
That's got to be a holding call. That's a huge penalty.
I was watching the officials discussing whether it was a catch or not.
I never saw the penalty.
And then there's a flag laying back at the 35. So bring this one back, and that is you said it, that is a huge
that's going to
penalty.
be like a 13-yard penalty.
That's going to back the Warriors up to
the 45-yard line.
Yep, just beyond the 45, and they need to get to the 21?
About the 21.
So that'll be 3rd down and 24.
That's a huge penalty. Looks like Christian's close to a 1st down.
Yep.
They get about a 13-yard penalty. It's actually a 10-yard, but it's 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage.
So the ball is at the 46. Need to get to the 21. So about 25 yards to go on 3rd down. Sanders back to pass. The rush is on. He steps up, avoids it, throws over the middle, and it's going to be penalty flags
interference
at the 32. Penalty flags.
It's not an automatic 1st down, though, in high school.
It's not. They'll mark it off.
They'll mark it off 15 yards. They'll still be 3rd down and 10.
Yep, they will mark it off. I don't know why they're marking it down there.
It'll be a
You've got to go back to the line of scrimmage and mark it off.
It's not a spot foul.
No, it's not a spot foul.
It is a 15-yard
Now
penalty.
they're going to bring it back and mark it off. It's a 15-yard penalty.
But it'll still be 3rd down. Be 3rd down and 10.
Yep.
At the 30, it should be at the 31-yard line.
Yep, they are going to mark it down at the 30, just outside the 30. So it will be 3rd down and about 9.5.
So
close to 10.
With the penalty, the Warriors picked up a lot of it right
there.
Yep,
they did. Sanders back to pass again. Rush is on. They try to set up a screen. Crockett has it. He avoids one tackle. He's knocked out of bounds around the 30-yard line. This is going to bring up 4th down. Where did they mark him out of bounds? He was pushed out by Hayden Henry.
I'm not sure. It looks
right around the 30.
It looks close.
Now a personal foul against the Bruins.
Oh, boy, that must have been a late hit.
Holy mackerel.
Well, it's right there on the Little Rock Christian sideline. They've been looking for a break, and they got it.
They've been yapping over there at the officials.
They've been talking to that official's ear, and they got pay dirt that time.
So this will be a 1st down after they mark this one off. Inside the 25, down to the 20, down to the...
It's probably a late hit.
15-yard line.
You figure that was a late hit out of bounds on Crockett because it's right there on the sideline.
Looked like it's going to be a 4th down and 10, and now it's a 1st down for the Warriors inside the 15. Sanders, the quarterback, has a man in motion. He's going to hand it off to the man in motion. He juggled the ball. The ball's on the ground, and the Bruins have it. I think
they're going to call it an incomplete pass. They're calling it a shovel pass, and they're saying Johnson didn't catch it. And you talk about
boy, what a break for
the Warriors. Got a break with 10:50 to go in the 2nd quarter. The Bruins leading 22-0. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
He handed it off forward. The ball popped through, and they're going to say it's an incomplete pass.
They call it a shovel pass.
Yep.
There used to be the old Utah pass, Utah shovel pass.
And the Powder River, they call about everything. The Utah River play and everything else. Now it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 from inside the 15. Here's a pass over the middle. Sanders, it's going to be...
There's another flag. This going to probably be another pass interference on Pulaski Academy.
At about the 10-yard line, I think the catch was made. But then there's a flag on the far side.
I think Warriors will take this because it'll be half the distance to the goal, but they'll also get to replay the down distance.
Pass interference. Well, I'll tell you what.
Well, that's a good call.
Yeah, the Bruins and the penalties have combined to march the Warriors right down the field.
Yeah, the Bruin defender got there a little early. With 10:46 to go here in the 1st half.
Well, that'll be half the distance here, I think.
Bruins leading 22-0.
So that'll be a 1st down and... No, it's not a 1st down. Yeah, they are. It's 1st down.
Well, yeah, with the mark off, it's a 1st down. It's 1st and goal, but they're...
No, they're going to say 2nd and goal, Lanny.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't have been a first down. It's a second down and go from the 7-yard line.
Not an automatic first down in high school.
From the 7-yard line, Sanders has Crockett to his right. He's going to pass. The rush is on. The rush is on. They got him.
They got him.
They got him back at the 20-yard line. The first one busting through was Robert Ader. Robert Ader put the smack down on Sanders, and Sanders had no choice that time but just eat the football.
Well, I don't think Sanders saw Ader until real late. And that's a huge loss.
That's a third down now.
Third
about
down
16. Yeah, 3rd and 16 from the 20-yard line. Sanders pistol formation with Crockett behind him now. He's going to hand it off to Crockett. The Bruins have it.
No, he didn't go. That went nowhere.
He lost some more.
Went nowhere quick.
He lost back to the 25. Corbin with him was there to hit him.
Corbin saw that play all the way. It was a very telegraphic play. I think everybody saw it coming. It's going to be another couple yards loss. So now it's a 4th down and call it 17 with 9:50 to go in the second quarter.
And they're going to have to go for it on 4th down and 17. Sanders with Crockett off to his left. Passing situation here. He looks to pass. Throws it over the middle. It's going to be caught at the 10, at the 5. That's not enough. That's not enough. The Bruins have held. The Bruins have held.
Correct. It's about a yard short.
Yep. That's not enough. And the Bruins have held, and they'll take over the football.
And you know what was interesting about that play? The Bruins did what we talked about earlier. They tipped the ball, trying to knock it away. But got to give credit to Johnson. He still fought for it. Robert Johnson for Little Rock Christian. And,
well, the Bruins will take over at the 7-yard line. A big defensive stand there. Even though they had penalties go against them and everything else, the Bruins still come out of it unscathed, leading 22-0.
Well, the Bruins drove 99 yards last time.
Well, this time they'll have to go 93. Hatcher, shotgun, standing right on the goal line. Hands it off to Watkins, running right, trying to find the corner. Reaches the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. Cuts back and moved through. He's at the 45. Just flipped up. Just flipped up at the 40-yard line.
If it doesn't fall down, it's a touchdown.
Mackerel.
What? That is 4.4 speed.
That's blazing speed.
And nobody is close to his speed on the field. I talked to Kevin Kelly earlier this week. It's a legit 4.4 speed. That is, and you can see it when he gets that football.
Holy moly, once he turns the corner. 1st and 10 from the 7. A 53-yard run by Watkins. Now Hatcher steps up. He's in trouble. He's hit by, and he gets away. Now he's going to be hit again. Now he staggers forward, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about 3, maybe 4 on the play, but that could have been worse than what it was. Graham Cate finally knocks him down.
Well, Hatcher's got real good pocket presence. I noticed that last week. He can feel the rush. Now they did give up the sack. It's going to be a 2nd down and 14, but just his maneuverability really impressed me last week.
That pushes it back to the 44-yard line. Hatcher alone in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to pass, has plenty of time, throws over the middle, and it's going to be complete down to about the 22-yard line. Zach Kelly went 32-yard line. Zach Kelly went down to get it.
Yeah,
it's going to be a little short of the first down.
That rain is just pouring.
It is coming down. So it's going to be 3rd down a couple. Ball's at the 32, need to get to the 30. No running back. Hatcher alone in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. He looks. He has time. He steps up. He can run for it. He is. He's at the 30. He steps outside and finally gets down about the 27 before he's brought down there.
First down,
that'll move the chains. First down Bruins. 8:06 to go in the first half. Carlos Stewart finally brought him down, but not before the sophomore picks up a first down.
8 minutes to go here in the first half, as you mentioned. 22-0, Bruins leading. And, Jay, you got to feel like first half-wise, PA's looking for a knockout punch right here.
Yep. Hatcher he's in a shotgun. He has 2 running backs with him. Bruce behind him, Watkins to his right. Bruce gets the call. He has to stop and stutter step, spin. He's not going to give much. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard on the play, not much.
Stone Basirs with the tackle that time for Little Rock Christian. 7:40 to go.
Bruins would like to punch it in again here in the second quarter. Did all their scoring in the first quarter. They were leading at 22-0 at the end of the first. They're leading at 22-0 with 7.5 to go until halftime. But they're on the march. Second down and 10. Bruce got back to the line of scrimmage. That was it. Hatcher has the football. Pumps has time. Now throws over the middle, and this ball is going to be incomplete. Nearly brought down in the end zone.
Well, you got to get. I think that was Bruce down there.
Yep.
And he went up for it. Just couldn't quite bring it down. Brings up a third down and 10, and the ball is at the Christian 27-yard line. 7-11 to go here in the first half.
Ball's at the 27. Need to get down to the 17. Of course, the Bruins will have 2 downs to do that. This is only third down. They'll go on fourth if they need to. Hatcher looks to the sidelines to Coach Kelly.
Wind's coming out the west big time right now.
Takes the snap. Rushes on. He's in trouble. Now throws over the middle. Has a man incomplete. Just threw it behind a little bit.
Yeah, he just tried.
Looking for Cameron Bland, I believe.
Yeah, he was. And I don't think Cameron was expecting that football. Cameron was wide open. And once again, that big offensive line's doing a great job for the Bruins.
Fourth down and 10, and boy, we got a monsoon coming in on us now.
We certainly do. Also, Dylan Haas is doing a great job. And Connor Parnell.
Fourth down and 10.
Big play.
Bruins at the 27. Hatcher has the football, rolls to his right in the driving rain, looks, steps up, nobody open. Now he's going to be tipped and tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Wanted him to throw the football, but Christian's going to get it at the 35. And that fires up the Warrior fan base. I mean, they're on their feet after that defensive stop.
Yeah, the players have their helmets off, screaming and yelling.
Well, they're trying to get back in this ball game. That time you got to give Little Rock Christian a lot of credit downfield because there wasn't anybody open for Hatcher. He kept playing it, but he just had to eat the football. There wasn't anybody open.
Under 7 minutes to go in the half now. Bruins leading at 22-0. Here's a quick pitch out to Crockett. The Bruins, he's going to throw it down the field. It's up for grabs. This ball is going to be intercepted, but he's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Charette went up to get it, but he came down out of bounds.
He's out of bounds, and that ball just took way too long.
He pitched it back to Crockett. Crockett was going to try to throw it downfield to a receiver, but there was a moonshot there.
Well, I think the wind card, wind is coming out of that west, and I think that wind slowed that football up, and Justin read it late, but he saw it.
Gave Charette plenty of time to get over there. Came down with the interception right in front of the receiver, but
he was out of bounds.
Yeah,
he didn't get in bounds.
So it'll be second down. Second down and 10. Warriors have the football at their own 35, moving from our left to our right. Sanders, the quarterback, hands it off to Crockett, and Crockett avoids one tackler across the 40 to the 45-yard line. We'll see where they say he stepped out of bounds. Shy of the first down.
Yeah, it's a running back there. You can see it. He's got good lateral quickness. Steps out of bounds with 6:43 to go, and it's going to be...
He's about a yard shy, yard and a half.
Third and short.
Third and a yard, we'll call it, from the 44. It needs to get to the 45. Here's a quick pitch from Sanders.
It's out.
And this ball is incomplete.
Wow, I thought Ricochet was intercepted.
It was from the far side.
Intercepted for a second, but...
Incomplete. And now we got a 4th and 1.
This is a big play right here. And I mean, that rain is really coming down, and I think Sanders is having trouble holding on to that football.
It's 4th and 1 now from the 45-yard line.
I think
from the 44, need to get to the 45.
I think Chris is just going to do a shotgun snap to Crockett, just let him run it.
Sanders is back there now, and let's see. Now timeout. Jeff Weaver on the near side called timeout for Little Rock Christian on 4th down and 1. Well, this is another big play. Bruins just really slashed through this defense to take a 22-0 lead, and so far it's been dead even here in the second quarter.
Man, sure would like to see a defensive stop right here and put this game, get close to that sportsmanship rule. That'd be just beautiful to start this second half.
You can kind of hear the raindrops on the outside, and it's coming down. We got foggy windows, we got windy conditions, we got rain coming down. We got a 22-0 Bruin lead here on the road.
That's the important thing. Of all the things you said, Jay, that was the most important thing you said was a 22-0 lead.
Yeah, we can endure the rest of it.
With 6:40 to go here in the first half, then all Bruins. 4th down and 1. The ball was at the Little Rock Christian 44-yard line.
Huge crowd on hand. Forget what the weather's doing. This crowd came out. Here we go. 4th down and 1 for Little Rock Christian. Sanders, the quarterback. He's going to hand it off to Crockett. He's going to be hit, and he's going to fall forward for the first down across the 45, out across the 48.
He's a big back. He should get that. I mean, the numbers are there. He should get that, and he did. He gets the first down. Once again, Hobble happened to come off the field. Is Dylan Hayes. Dylan Hayes. I just realized I called the wrong play.
Here's Crockett up the middle across the 50 into Bruin territory at the 48. So he's going to pick up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. So the Warriors have driven into Bruin territory. Sanders again to Crockett again. This time he's hit. He's not going to get much, maybe a yard on the play.
We got
still some pushing and shoving. Still some pushing and shoving going on. Gain of 1 for Crockett, and
it's a big
they'll make it 3rd down and 5. Yep. Ball is at the 47. Need to get to the 42 for a first down. Full house backfield around Sanders. Sanders takes the snap, gives it to Crockett, running left this time. They're stringing it out, and they've got him in the backfield. They've got him, and they force him out of bounds on the PA sideline, way back. You see where they mark it. At the original line of scrimmage, Robert Ader was there.
Robert Ader's having a great game so far.
And this is going to force a punt. 4th down and 11. They lost 6 yards on the play. Robert Ader just strung that out. And this is going to force a punt. That's a big stand by this defense.
I wouldn't be. I'm not expecting a punt.
Well, there's nobody back deep for the Bruins. Joe Hampton back to kick it away. Takes a snap at the 35. He does kick it away. End-over-end kick this time. Bounces at the 30, 25, 20. Inside the 15-yard line. It's going to die at the 14.
14-yard line.
So the Bruins will have it at the 14, moving from our right to our left.
Jay, did you notice Hampton on that last punt?
Yep.
I guarantee you his knee was not more than 6 inches off the turf.
Yep.
If that punter's knee hits the turf,
it's a dead ball right there. Yep.
Exactly right. We'll need to watch that.
Yep.
If he tries a punt again.
Yep. If his knee goes down, the ball is marked right there. But the Bruins have it, a big defensive stand, and they have the football and a 22-0 lead here in the first half at Little Rock Christian. Have the ball at their own 14-yard line. Moving from our right to our left. The winner gets to go to War Memorial Stadium next week and play in the state championship game. The sophomore quarterback, Lane Hatcher, has Watkins off to his left, the speedster. Watkins has it. He hits a pile this time as he gets to the 15. Not much there.
He's going to get maybe a yard.
Not much. I think they're going to give him the 16, so about a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Bruins also running that clock.
Seth Martin doing a good job blocking tonight for Pulaski Academy.
Hatcher with Watkins off to his left on 2nd down and about 8. Hatcher calls for the ball. He has it. Rush coming from the end. They pick him up. Now he's in trouble. Now he's going to be hit. There's a fumble, and the Warriors pick it up, and there's a touchdown. Well, if there's one thing you didn't want to see, that was it. And Hatcher gets up slowly.
And you got a what you also got is a fired up fan base with 4:44 to go here in the first quarter.
Puts them right back in it.
And Little Rock Christian gets on the scoreboard, 22-6.
22-6, 4:44 to go until halftime. They just blasted through. They hit Hatcher. The ball popped loose. Warriors picked it up and ran it in.
That's just a good defensive play. I mean, the other team's playing too, and you got to give credit to Little Rock Christian. They did what they needed to do to get back in this ball game.
So we'll try the extra point. Snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:44 to go until halftime, our score now, Pulaski Academy 22, Little Rock Christian 7. We'll see what the Bruins can do when we get back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 96.5 FM, The Answer. Gives some momentum back to Little Rock Christian. It's now 22-7 Bruins with 4:44 to go until halftime. That's the bad news. Good news is the Bruins offense will get the football back.
Well, let's see if Weaver here goes for an onside kick.
Ball is teed up at the 40 from our left to our right. And little squib kick. It's going to be picked up by Charette at the 25 up to the 30, trying to find some room outside. Now comes back to the near side, the 35, the 40, the 45. It's a good field position.
Great run. That's a great return by Pulaski Academy. I'm telling you, that's exactly what they needed to do right there.
And they need another momentum buster here. Patrick Davis finally stops him at the 45-yard line. So
but the Bruins got the ball in great field position with 4:36 to go here in the first half.
Love to see him drive down and get some more points on the board before halftime and take some of that momentum back.
Yep, the main thing is you need to answer that last score.
Yep.
Answer the score.
Hatcher, first down as the Little Rock Christian fans are on their feet. Watkins off to his left. Watkins gets the call, running right, trying to find the corner at the 40, the 35, the 30, down to the, let's see, they're going to say that about the,
see, I'm not sure where
well, we're going to have to wait and see. Probably around midfield, looks like.
It's about an 8-yard gain.
He got inside Little Rock Christian territory, inside the 50.
Man, when Watkins takes that
down
ball,
to the,
like 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage before he finally turns upfield.
He got 9, Laney, down to the 46-yard line, they're going to say, before he stepped out of bounds. Hatcher alone this time in the shotgun. 3 men to the left, 1 to the right. Hatcher back to pass. Steps up, throws long, and this is going to be over the head of any receiver or defender at about the 10-yard line.
Once again, it's just very well covered downfield by Little Rock Christian. They're doing a very good job covering these receivers right now.
But that was more or less a free play on 2nd down and 1. So now you've got a 3rd down and 1.
4:23 to go here in the first half. Bruins 22, Christian 7.
3 receivers to the left this time for Hatcher. Shovel pass, Watkins. He's going to be hit right at the 45-yard line. They're going to say the line of scrimmage at the 46. So it'll be 4th down the yard.
Yeah, Watkins is not a big football player, and he barely got back the line of scrimmage. Once he got hit, he just went backwards.
Well, here's the crowd on their feet on a 4th down and 1. Trying to get this momentum back. They have some of it back. Hatcher alone in the shotgun on 4th down. He's going to take it himself. He's going to be hit, and he's not going to make it.
I like the call, but it just didn't work.
And here comes a flag.
Here's a flag on the play. And
there's some mouthing going on.
I think Little Rock Christian's still going to get the football.
Well, Jeff Weaver has been lobbying these officials from this sideline all night long.
I think Little Rock Christian will still get the football on this call.
It was
this flag is.
He was stopped about a yard shy. And there was some mouthing going on over here on this near sideline. Unsportsmanlike against.
It's a dead ball foul.
Unsportsmanlike against the Warriors. I think it was after the play, though, Laney. Let's just wait and see.
A dead ball foul would be Little Rock Christian would still get the football.
It'll back them up 15 yards, but they'll still have the football.
It's a dead ball. I thought that's what the call was going to be. So Christian should still have the football.
Here's the call. Let's see. There's a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike against. They'll have the football, but they'll back it up.
Yeah, with 3:50 to go here in the first half. Now the Bruin defense has got to keep Little Rock Christian off the field.
Yep, they do. This Bruins defense needs to come up with a stop because they've lost some momentum after leading at 22-0. Now it's 22-7.
There's another flag down there about the 38-yard line by the Bruins sideline.
Well, now they're going to have to talk this one over.
And this might go, let's see what this is.
Coach Kelly's out on the field. He doesn't look too happy.
Sideline warning. It's just a sideline.
Oh, it's just a sideline warning. Okay. So Coach Kelly came out to make his point known, and he gets a sideline warning. So now it'll be 1st and 10 as they back the ball up after the penalty to the Little Rock Christian 31-yard line. They'll have the football at their own 31. Bruins leading at 22-7.
Need to stop them here.
Everything was going great for the Bruins in the first quarter. Kind of come to a stalemate here in the second quarter.
Those last 2 plays by Little Rock Christian were very exceptionally done well by the defense.
Sanders gives it to Crockett running left. The Bruins trying to string it out again. He gets away from one defender and finally is forced out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him. I'm not either, the way they were marking it over there. He's going to gain a couple, and that's about it.
I'm telling you, the Bruins, Robert Adar is doing a real good job stringing that play out.
He's only going to get a couple across the 31 to the 33. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. Here we go again. Sanders has Crockett in motion this time. He may throw to him. He steps up. He's in trouble. The Bruins have him, and they knock him down inside the 30. The Bruins have him, and they knocked him down. They sacked him inside the 30-yard line. First one there was Cameron Fonseca. And now that brings up a 3rd down and 12. They got him inside the 30 at the 29-yard line.
3:20 remaining in the first half as the Bruins lead by 15, 22-7.
Well, they'd love to get this ball back for their offense one time before halftime. But they need to stop here on 3rd down and 12. Sanders has a man in motion. He's going to keep it himself, though. Bruins read it. He gets by one defender, but not the second, and he is pulled down back there by Hayden Henry.
Yeah, Hayden Henry read that, and he did a fantastic play right there to stop Little Rock Christian. I imagine they're going to punt.
It is 4th down. Yeah, there is 4th and 9 from the 32.
Let's watch Hampton. We were talking about him earlier with kicking that ball. He catches that snap to punt it.
Yep.
With his knee very close to the ground.
Joe Hampton's a senior. He's a receiver also, and he'll kick it away. Nobody back deep for the Bruins, but the Bruins will, looks like, get the ball back. He takes the snap and he kicks it away. This one's off the side of his foot, and it's going to roll and go out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the Bruins will have it at the 38, and the Bruin fans come alive over there saying, come on, guys, let's do something before halftime.
They got 2:23, one timeout left for Pulaski Academy.
2:23 until halftime. Bruins leading at 22-7. The only score for the Warriors was on a sack, a fumble, a pickup, and a touchdown. And now the Bruins would like to take some of this momentum into halftime with them. They have the ball at their own 38. They'll be moving from a right to a left. No running backs. Hatcher alone. Takes a low snap, picks it up, rolls to the right. Has some room to run at the 45, and he slides at the 46-yard line.
Hatcher saw that opening, and he took it, and he picked up 8
That's
yards.
right.
That's just a great heads-up play by your quarterback.
From the 38 to the 46. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Great play that time by Hatcher.
Clock running down to the 2-minute mark now in the first half. Hatcher, this time a quick pitch to the right. That's Kelly. Or is that Watkins over on the far sideline? I couldn't see the number.
I don't know, but
there's a flag.
There's a late hit downfield. It's going to go against the Bruins.
It was Kelly, I think, and he was knocked out of bounds at about the 45, 48-yard line.
But we're going to get Bruins.
But then some action downfield draws a flag.
We're going to get some unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bruins here. Hopefully it'll be offsetting. There's 2 flags on the play.
These two teams aren't playing nice with each other right now, I'll tell you.
I act like they don't like each other.
They're not playing nicely together. This one's going to go against the Bruins.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen.
So it would have been a first down pickup for the Bruins near midfield, and now we'll see where the mark-off will take it.
With a minute 53 to go in the first half, you don't want to be going backwards on unnecessary penalties.
No. So we'll see where they're still, this could go way deep. They're going to mark it off from the 47.
Well, they're acting like that last play didn't exist because that should have been a first down. They marked it off from the previous.
Right. Well, they're going to mark it back. Now they're going to double check it.
They're
going to mark it back to the 36.
Yeah, they didn't mark this ball right.
Going to mark it back to the 36, and it's going to be.
Kelly caught that pass. If he didn't catch the pass, they would have marked it off right. But I thought he caught the pass.
Well, it's going to make it 2nd and 12. Ball's at the 36 and need to get to the 48. So 2nd down and 12.
1 minute, 53 seconds to go in the half. Bruins leading 22-7.
Watkins is split wide to the left. 3 receivers to the right for Hatcher. Hatcher tries to reset a play. Awaits the snap, has the snap. Looks, he's going to try to keep it himself up the middle. At the 40-yard line, out to the 41 or 42.
That was an interesting play.
That was a strange-looking play, yeah.
Quarterback draw, but it's still about an 8-yard run.
Unless they're setting something up here, Lanny, don't put that past them.
Well,
out to the 41-yard line, 3rd down and about 7.
Minute 32 to go here in the half.
So a big 3rd down play here. Here's a handoff to Watkins, going for the corner at the 40. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah,
he's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down marker.
That was well strung out that time by Little Rock Christian. Carlos Stewart had the angle. Actually going to be
4th and 4.
They're not going to give him as much
Yep.
as we thought.
They're going to give him the 44-yard line, so it'll be 4th and 4.
Big 4th down play here with the minute 23 to go, the first half.
2 receivers split wide to the left, 3 to the right. Right is the wide side of the field. Hatcher along the shotgun on 4th and 4. He needs to get to the 48. Gets the snap, looks to pass, rushes on, throws. It's going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Bruce at the 50.
Bruce just couldn't pull it in. The ball's wet.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, the offense has gotten a little bit stale for the Bruins. The Little Rock Christians caused a lot of that, and Little Rock Christians feeling it. With the minute 19 to go in the first half and the 15-point Bruin lead.
You don't want to give anything up here, leading at 22-7. With a minute 19 to go until halftime.
I thought they might go back for that quarterback draw because you could see everybody coming. If they could have seen, held the blocks, that Hatcher may have been able to pick it up.
So here's Sanders back to pass. He flings it out to the left, and this ball is going to be caught at the 40 and tackled immediately out there at the 40-yard line. That ball floated again.
Yeah, but the Bruins are just playing picket line defense. They're not letting anybody beat them deep.
So pick up a 4.
And the clock's still running with less than a minute left.
It'll be 2nd down and 6.
I think the wide receiver, Little Rock Christian,
A little gimpy, isn't he?
Looking a little gimpy there.
Yep. 2nd down and 6. The ball's at the 40. Need to get to the 34 for a first down. Sanders, that time the running back left too soon, but they're going to throw it to him, and it's going to be incomplete at the 30-yard line. Good job defensively. Crockett left too soon that time, and he got out there and was the intended receiver, but he was hit and separated from the ball.
Those Anderson twins, they're tough to tell the difference with.
Yep.
They got Cody Anderson that time, knocked the ball away, stops the clock.
3rd down and 6.
42 seconds to go here in the first half.
Rain still coming down. Sanders, the quarterback. He's going to try to keep it himself, and he's going to be just mashed under at about the 40-yard line. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, once again, you know who made the play. He's been in there all night long.
Robert Ader again.
4th down with 35 seconds.
And the Bruins want to call timeout.
They're going to call their last timeout here.
Bruins want to stop the ball because, hey, 35 seconds, that's an eternity for a PA offense.
I think Christian will go for it, though.
I wouldn't doubt it. They got the football at the 40-yard line, the Bruin 40, and they need to get to the 34. So it's 4th down and 6.
Well, the Bruin offense has been stale the last couple of possessions, but you got to give it for their defense. The defense has played outstanding so far tonight.
And here's another good thing for Bruins fans. 22-7 at halftime, and this Bruin coaching staff is one of the best at making halftime adjustments.
And also don't forget that PA will be receiving
Yep.
the kickoff to start the third quarter.
They can flat out make some halftime adjustments. Not saying that Jeff Weaver's staff can't. They probably can too. Ball's at the 40, need to get to the 34. 4th down and 6. They're going to go. Bruins defense needs a stop. Sanders is back there in a shotgun formation, looking to pass, throws, and this ball is going to be caught. That's a push-off. Flag comes in. That was offensive interference.
I think they're going to get offensive.
That was offensive interference. He pushed off. And let's see.
It's a first down, but let's see what the flag is.
It was a first down at the 30, but he definitely pushed off and separated from the defender.
You don't see that called a whole lot either.
No, you don't. But let's see. Pass interference, offensive pass interference. Yep, he definitely pushed off.
He did. That's just great refereeing there. You generally don't see that called a whole lot.
Offensive pass interference, and that'll bring it back. They would have had the first down, but he definitely separated himself from the defender. That'll march it back.
That's a big penalty, too.
To
with 28 seconds.
Little Rock Christian's on 45. They'll have to kick it away here.
It used to be a loss of down years ago.
Yep.
You sure would like to have that now.
Here comes the punt team out. That's going to be set up a 4th down and 21.
15-yard penalty.
So it'll be 4th and 21 as they set the ball down at the Little Rock Christian 45. Nobody back deep for the Bruins.
28 seconds to go here in the half. Bruin defense, my hat's off to Coach Todd Wood. They've just done an outstanding job tonight.
Hampton to kick it away, standing back at the 32. Low snap. He picked it up. And nobody back there. It's going to roll inside the 20, the 15. Still rolling. And it's going to be stopped for some reason at about the 11. That ball could have kept on running. Plus, we could have run the clock.
Watch Hampton's knees on these snaps because he's getting so close to it, knee touching the field.
Well, the Bruins have 19 seconds to go till halftime, leading at 22-7. Here at Little Rock Christian, the winner goes to the championship game next week at War Memorial Stadium to face the winner of tonight's Batesville-McClellan game. The game is at Batesville.
Yeah, we'll try to get a score of that at halftime.
So the Bruins have it at their own 11 with only 19 seconds to go until halftime.
I think the Bruins will hand it off and see what happens, and then they'll.
Yeah.
They got Watkins. I think that's what they'll do.
Well, you don't want to get too fancy here.
Just give it to Watkins, see if he can get a big gain.
Watkins is running back off to the left of Hatcher. He does get the ball. He's got a hole across the 20, across the 25, the 30, and he's knocked down across the 30 at the 32-yard line. And
boy, if that's not tackled, Watkins is still
clock is running 13, or will run once they reset the clock.
Bruins have no more
reset
timeouts.
the downs.
No more timeouts.
They're trying to move the chains, and now they'll start it. Hatcher looks to pass. He throws to the right side. It's going to be caught at the 40 and quickly out of bounds on the far side is Watkins. 5 seconds to go now. They'll move the chains again. That was about an 11-yard pickup up to the 40. See where they put it down. 44-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Bruins, but this will be the last play of the half, barring a penalty. Bruins have it at their own 44-yard line. 4 receivers to the left. Hatcher, quick pitch to the left. Bruce has it. Little shovel pass back to Kelly. He shovels it back, and
late hit.
That should have been a late hit out of bounds on Watkins at about the 43. But that's going to take us till halftime.
That should have been a 15-yard penalty, late hit out of bounds.
They drilled him into the sideline.
Should have been a penalty.
Well, we go to halftime. The Bruins, so far, so good. At the half, our score, Pulaski Academy 22. Little Rock Christian 7. Be back with more after this. Maybe some halftime scores. We'll check on that Batesville Little Rock McClellan game at halftime also. But we'll take a break with a 22-7 lead for the Bruins at halftime. You're listening to Bruin Football, 96.5 FM, The Answer.
Crockett, he's been hemmed up. He's had a couple plays where he's been trying that he's popped up the middle a little bit, but then they seem to get control of the game on the inside. They try and bounce him outside, but PA's team speed on the outside has really, really been impressive.
Right. He's tried to get the corner on him, and he hadn't been able to do that all that much tonight. So he's doing PA's doing a good job on him.
They really are doing an excellent job. The defensive end position in particular has done an excellent job. Robert Ader, what a great play when they tried stringing the ball out to the left-hand side of the offense. Robert Ader played it on the PA's right side. He ended up getting a tackle that ended up pushing him back about 6 or 7 yards. What a great play. He's been a standout defensive end all year long. One thing that I really noticed in the difference in this game is Little Rock Christian's overall team speed is not up to snuff of what Pulaski Academy's team speed. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, they're just a little bit slower than PA's team speed. You've got to really be a smoker if you want to keep up with Jerry Watkins, that's for sure. And he's been able to get the corner several times and has done a real good job tonight running the ball. We've got some numbers on him, I'm sure, for
Yeah, Jaron already has 14 carries for 148 yards. He's averaging 10.3 yards a carry. When you look at Demeric Crockett, he has 15 carries for 65 yards for a 3.5 average, and that's a big difference. And when your top running back cannot get 4 yards per carry, that tends to be an issue. They've been trying to run a little bit of the read option and not been very successful with that. PA has been able to see these kind of teams all year long, possibly with a little bit more speed, and that's really been what a difference maker it's been. You look at that Hope game from an athletic perspective, I think Hope and McClellan are two teams that probably have more team speed than what Little Rock Christian has to offer tonight. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't see last week's game, but I did see McClellan. McClellan did have a lot of team speed. They were good.
Yeah, last week really they had a wide receiver by the name of Briggs for Hope, and he was an excellent ball player. They threw it to him on a regular basis. We thought we had the interception or we thought we were going to be able to break up the pass, and they were able to really do an excellent job with their receiver getting to the ball. And you know what? Hope's quarterback was a pretty solid player as well. So from an athletic perspective, I think PA feels really good about where they are. I think PA feels really good about the scheme that they're running. It's really coming down to the elements. Wouldn't you agree?
Right. I totally agree with that. With the exception of that scoop and score, PA's held them in check.
They have held them in check. The defense didn't give up a touchdown. What it was the offense gave up a touchdown there. And that's a big difference in the ball game. When you go ahead and your offense gives them some points, that can be a bit frustrating. But the great news is they haven't done a whole lot on offense.
No.
PA has really been able to control the tempo on offense. They've stalled out in Little Rock Christian territory. Just when you thought that it was going to be kind of put away and you thought PA would at least get to 29-30, possibly 31-0, we just stalled out on offense in the Little Rock Christian territory.
Yeah, they started the game out. You couldn't have asked for a hotter start, or they really came out ready to play and got 2 quick scores, and then it just they kind of mellowed a little bit, and the game slowed down just a little bit, but they'll pick it up second half, I believe.
It looks like, the rain hasn't stopped by any stretch, but it's definitely dissipated a little bit.
Yeah.
And PA's just got to go ahead and they got to get their feet back underneath them, play with a little bit more speed. The key thing is the quarterback needs to bring the ball down a little bit on his passes. He needs to realize what Lane's got to probably start aiming a little bit lower, get his arm to where he releases a little bit lower so he can get the ball down and he's not getting his receivers kind of late. Putting the ball high, and they can get laid out, and they just can't hold on to the ball.
Trey Bruce took a good – he had to go up high for the ball and got undercut and came down hard on the turf there, and he got up kind of his right shoulder was a little messed up there. And on another play, I noticed that Lane needs to – and I'm sure Coach Kelly will remind him at halftime about it, but when he hadn't got any open receivers, by all means, don't take a sack. Throw it out of bounds if you have to, and Lane knows that. He just needs to be refreshed on that a little bit. He'll produce the second half.
Coach Kelly had, and I mean this literally, he had a really productive talk with Lane on the sidelines. He's saying, hey, look,
just do what I'm asking you to do.
Right.
And that's all it was. It wasn't jumping him. It was more of a discussion of, hey, just do what I need you to do right here. And securing the ball was one of the things he was talking about with the conditions, obviously deep in our own territory. That's where they were able to get the points. When you look at the receiving core, Zach Kelly has led the way. He's had 6 receptions for 97 yards. Trey Bruce has had 3 for 42 yards. Been trying to throw the ball and press it down the field, keep Little Rock Christian honest. But Trey Bruce has been able to slip on some of the underneath stuff and make some plays, and he turned the ball upfield and scored a touchdown for us. I think that's going to be a component in the second half that they're going to really kind of have to get back to. They were taking some shots down the field. It may be better, just like against Wynn, in kind of almost similar conditions because it was a little wet out there. Start rolling the lane out, keeping the rush off of him. The offensive line, sliding the line over to the side he's rolling out to.
Right.
Start dumping off in the flats and let the athletes take care of what's going. Your thoughts going in second half?
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And just play within your capabilities. Don't try to do more than you're really capable of doing and trying to make a play. Just do what the other team gives you, and I think they'll be okay the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, I think what we're going to do at halftime, make some adjustments. Defensively, they should stay doing with what they're doing. Expect some adjustments, possibly a trick play here and there from Little Rock Christian to be able to get themselves back in the game. The good news, PA gets the ball coming in, going into the second half. Come out, get a touchdown. That could really, really set the tone for the beginning of the second half. Go ahead, hopefully get where you're sitting at anywhere between 29 and 31 points ahead, depending on what Coach Kelly wants to do and the elements. Obviously, that plays a big role in what's going on. But I really believe that what they need to do is kind of start getting on the periphery, start getting into the flats, shorter passes that Lane can kind of get some confidence with, roll him out to where, from a physical perspective and against the elements, you do that, you'll be able to take care of what's going on the field offensively. Lane's just got to secure the ball.
Yeah.
Hold on to it. That's just going to be a really, really important component.
Yeah. I was kind of told at the start of the ball game that PA was going to score on the second play, and sure enough, they did. That's not the first time that we've seen that particular play.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, these days when you go in a no-huddle offense, you better count how many people are on the field.
Right.
Because if you don't, you're going to get caught with a situation that's just not going to look pretty for your defense. And, Coach Kelly has done that play numerous times throughout the year. Hopefully, people are watching and paying attention when they're scouting. And obviously Little Rock Christian was not. Catch them off guard. You go ahead and you give up a touchdown like that.
Yeah.
I think what's been impressive, though, is you can tell PA is ready from an emotional perspective to be able to play this game. They realize on defense we can eat these guys lunch. I think they really have a whole lot of confidence. They can speed up the game against the Little Rock Christian offense, and that's a difference maker. Special teams, I'll say this. I was really shocked at Little Rock Christian's inability to field an onside kick, aren't you?
Yeah, they've known about this for a number of weeks, and I'm sure we saw them practicing that before the game started. And but yeah, the ball's got to bounce just right, and PA will get it if it doesn't bounce just right for you. And but yeah, they should have been practicing on that quite a bit. That's just one aspect that you got to look for.
Yeah, I believe basically what's going on in regards to Little Rock Christian, they just haven't really had an opportunity to see this kind of speed on the onside kick, and then it looks like they're trying to just let the ball go through to somebody who's going to catch it, as opposed to getting on the ball once it's coming at them. And that has allowed an opportunity for all the PA front to be able to get to that ball. I don't think Little Rock Christian on one of the onside kicks we've kicked have even attack the ball. If you would have looked at Hope last week, what Hope did, they had McTelvin Agim attacking that ball, and every one of the Hope players was attacking the ball. Little Rock Christian has been passive in regards to the special teams, and that has also been a big difference in this ball game. Once again, Coach Kelly's scheme, he's going ahead, getting an advantage in the special teams play. I will say this, though. Our inability to return a punt has also been a little bit of an issue because it's pinned us back.
Yeah, when the ball bounces an extra 15, 20 yards, that does make a big difference in where you set up and start your offense from. And when I played, of course, I understand Coach Kelly's philosophy on that. That's just the way they do it. And you, for one thing, you don't have to worry about fumbles. Next thing, you don't well, and then the other team getting the ball on further down the field. So I can understand that, but I sure hate to see it happen that way. I mean, not for them not to catch the ball.
Yeah, I
and
know.
Field it or whatever.
Well, we're going to take a break here. You're listening to The Answer on 95.6 FM.
We want to thank our YouTube listeners, and we apologize for some of the technical difficulties. We hope to get the graphics off of the screen for the second half, and just hang in there with us.
Back here at Little Rock Christian, want to go ahead and give some scores as to what's going on throughout the state. Right now, Prairie Grove is beating Star City 20-6 at halftime. Warren, a PA team that they played early on in the year, is winning 24-14 at halftime. Batesville is currently losing to McClellan, which, obviously the winner of this game will move on and go ahead and play the McClellan-Batesville winner. It's only 8-0 at halftime. As you can see here, Pulaski Academy is winning 22-7 over Little Rock Christian. Right now, up in Fayetteville, where it's raining and it's cold, Fayetteville is at Bentonville, winning 28-14 over Bentonville. If you go ahead and you look at Greenwood and Benton, Greenwood is winning 42-16. That's home of Drew Morgan, right?
Yeah, right.
Sticking it to him, to say the least. Then you go ahead and you look at Pine Bluff and Jonesboro. Pine Bluff really running it up on Jonesboro at 49-14. Another big game in 7A is Springdale Harbor is beating Fort Smith Southside 28-7 at halftime. It's been an exciting year, Brooks, to say the least. For the PA Bruins to be able to play against Little Rock Christian, a rivalry game in the semifinals, to put the winner of this ball game into the finals. It's an exciting way for these seniors in particular to be able to take on their senior year, don't you agree?
Yeah, it certainly is. And PA's played Little Rock Christian a few years ago, but it's just I remember when they had a running back, Michael Dyer, and I saw them play then, and they just, you could tell there's they want to beat each other really, really bad, and it's they're both private schools, so they do have a basis there to have a good rivalry game.
Yes, they do. What's really exciting about this game is all these kids, they see each other out and about. They do a whole lot together. You've got, really some excellent private schools here in the Little Rock area, along with Catholic and Episcopal, Little Rock Christian, and Pulaski Academy. These guys mix and mingle. They go to dances at some of the girls' schools together. You just never know what's going to happen. So when they end up on the football field with one another, it sure does get exciting. We're coming up into the second half here. It's going to be an exciting game, as we can tell. The PA defense needs to continue to do what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball, and then on the offensive side of the ball, they just got to calm down, protect that football, and get some things going. What are your thoughts going into this half?
PA just needs to come out, like I said, and do some shorter passing and have Lane hold on to the ball and control it, and not try to throw such a long pass, because the ball is getting wet, and it does make a lot of difference trying to throw a dry ball as opposed to a wet ball. And then just have Jaron Watkins use his speed and get outside and cut it up the field and make some good yardage that way.
Absolutely. Well, it should be an exciting second half. We're going to take one more break here. Right before we get started, we'll turn it back over to Lanny and Jay. You're listening to Bruin Football on 96.5 FM, The Answer.
Back at Little Rock Christian, Jay Jones, Lanny Beavers, Vicky Hinkson. And we are watching the rain still coming. I'm going to quit saying that because it's just going to rain.
Yeah,
that's all there is to it.
Yeah, it's certainly going to rain. I know they called over some stats, Brooks and Rick, but actually looked like PA was dominating the time of possession in the first quarter, but Little Rock Christian came up pretty close. It's 13-17. PA leads the time of possession. But, Jay, the first downs, PA with 15, Little Rock Christian with only 5. 320 yards against 80 for Little Rock Christian. So
yep.
PA's been doing very well. Interesting comments with Rick and Brooks, and I do agree with them. That ball was kind of floating on those long passes. Maybe try to do a little bit shorter passes, some quick outs, and also be trying to get Jaron Watkins outside. But one of the things you got to give Christian credit for is they're getting some penetration. It's making Watkins run lateral, sideline to sideline, and he's having to go so deep before he can turn it upfield. But that's just good defense. I thought Little Rock Christian did a very good job defensively in the second quarter.
Yep, they did. They made some adjustments. We'll expect the Bruins to make some adjustments at halftime. I'm sure they have. And, we were talking at halftime, Lanny. By the way, it's getting a little chillier outside, too, at halftime. We were talking at halftime, and you made a good point. Bruins get the football first in the second half, and it would be a big shot in the arm if they could get some points out of that, go down and score, regain this momentum here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you kind of felt like Little Rock Christian was trying to get some momentum, but hats off to the defense, Robert Ader and Hayden Henry, also
Justin Charette,
just an outstanding job. Corbin Whitten played very good. The defense just did an outstanding job tonight.
Yep.
For Pulaski Academy. Of course, when you're coached by the #1 defensive coordinator in the state, you kind of expect a defensive effort like that by Coach Scott Wood.
Well, the horn is sounded to start the second half, and neither team has come out of the dressing room yet.
No,
so
they'll have 3 minutes.
Yep, to warm up. In a driving rain, wind blowing. It's getting cooler here. It's even hard to stand out there with an umbrella with the way the wind is whipping.
Well, you got to give the Little Rock Christian fan base a lot of credit the way they was cheering. They were acknowledging Coach Kevin Kelly going off the field there. Right?
Yeah, they were really giving him a nice ovation, weren't they, when he was coming off the field?
They certainly were, and Kevin was talking to the officials about a few things. I'm not sure, but I got to give the officials a lot of credit, Jay. We talked about this at halftime, too.
Yep.
You generally don't see an offensive pass interference called in high school football.
Right.
You just don't see it a whole lot. It was a definite push-off, but it was called, and it made a big difference. And Pulaski Academy, because Little Rock Christian if they get that first down, that flag is not thrown, they possibly could put some points on the board.
Well, somebody is 1/2 away from playing at War Memorial Stadium. And the Bruins leading at 22-7 at halftime. And you're right, I think the officiating crew did a good job in the first half. There was a lot of, let's just say, boys will be boys in the first half.
Yeah, a little bit of extracurricular activity that hopefully that will be subsided here in the second half. But you're right, we're only 24 minutes away from somebody playing War Memorial next Friday. And it will be next Friday night, too, for the 5A.
Yep, next Friday night.
That game will be televised on Channel 38. That's the CW network by Fearless Friday and Westmore and Fox Sports, but it will be broadcast actually on Channel 38.
Yep, and we'll be with you also if we're there. And if the Bruins can complete this thing, leading at 22-7, then we definitely will be there at War Memorial Stadium. And the Bruins didn't talk about this before the game started. They've won 25 in a row right now, going for number 26. And number 26 would put them at War Memorial Stadium with the state's longest winning streak and a chance to repeat as state champions. Last year, the state championship the Bruins won was over Wynn. And Wynn made a little run this season also. And this time we have to get by Little Rock Christian to get back to that opportunity to take on either McClellan or Batesville.
On the road, too. The Bruins are on the road.
Bruins are on the road, yep. Makes it a little bit tougher. But the crowd was here. I'm telling you what, if you can sit out in this kind of weather
you're a fan.
For a football game, you're not kidding.
You are a fan.
Because the wind's blowing. It's been just downpour after downpour. It's soaking wet out there. I know these people are soaking wet even though they've got their rain gear on and their umbrellas and plastic and everything else. You can't sit out in this stuff without getting wet. We walked out in 2 or 3 times and we're wet and we had umbrellas, so the wind's blowing the rain sideways. But a great crowd here on hand. You knew it would be. It's a shame that the weather's like this because I would like to have seen how big actually the crowd would have been. But I don't know if they could fit any more people in here even if the weather was great. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, don't forget in the third quarter we'll have Miss Vicky doing she'll be going to a commercial break.
Miss Vicky said she wanted to call some of his third quarter.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
I'd like to hear some of her comments.
No, we talked about that during the week. Miss Vicky threatened me if I put the headset on her. So.
Well, you weren't doing it, though.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Little Rock Christian on the field, Pulaski Academy on the field. All these players are drenched, of course, by now. Halftime didn't help that any. And they'll start the second half drenched. The Bruins will have the football first. And wait for both teams to hit the field. Bruins scored 22 in the first quarter, leading at 22-0. But then Lane Hatcher was hit at about the 5-yard line, sacked, the ball popped loose, and Little Rock Christian picked it up and bounced into the end zone for their only touchdown. And that's where we stand.
There's not much of this crowd that's left either.
No, everybody's here.
Standing room only. That's exactly what we have here.
No doubt about it. They're stacked about 8 or 10 deep in the corners of the end zones and around the outside fence. So kicking from our left to our right will be Little Rock Christian. And the deep men are not that deep for PA, standing at about the 25, 30-yard line. And this is a little pooch kick. It's going to be handled at the 28 by Charette. At the 30, the 35. Good field position out to the 40. Justin Charette returns it to the 40-yard line. That's where the Bruins will start the second half. Tackle was made by Josiah Weaver. He's made a handful of tackles already.
Yeah, he certainly has. But it's a good field position for Pulaski Academy as they get the ball at the 40-yard line.
You know, the Little Rock Christian has not been kicking the ball deep to the Bruins. They've been just kicking it kind of short kicks. The Bruins have ended up with pretty good field position. They'll start at the 40. Their own 40, moving from our right to our left. Rain-soaked Little Rock Christian here. Hatcher, quick pitch to the right, has Watkins. He's being chased, though. He gets back to the 40. He's going to be twisted around and stop there. He got about a yard on the play, and that's about it.
Yeah, the pass was a little high, and I know it's tough to get the timing down for Watkins. He's a little bit short-natured, and that slowed that play down. Watkins had to almost twist around to catch that football, and he turned it up for only a yard gain.
The second down and 9 after a 1-yard gain. No running back there for Hatcher. 2 receivers stacked to the left, 2 to the right. He looks to pass. Rush is on. He has to get rid of it. He throws long, has a man out there, overthrows. I believe it was Kelly on the far side, about the 20.
Trying to hit Kelly right down the right sideline. It's just too long. Didn't have any air under that football.
Now all of a sudden you got a third down and 9 from the 41. So the Bruins will have 2 downs to pick up 9 yards.
It seems like since that one fumble that Little Rock Christian scored on a touchdown, the offensive PA struggled a bit.
They have. The driving rain at Hatcher's back on 3rd and 9. Throws over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Trey Johnson at midfield. Johnson was hit immediately, and the ball just zipped right on through his arms. So now we're looking at 4th down and 9 from the 41. Need to get to midfield for a first down. Hatcher, the quarterback. Watkins is his running back. Zach Kelly comes to the near side, split wide left. On 4th down. Hatcher with a rush coming. Steps up, throws, has a man incomplete at about the 40-yard line. He had a man, it was Cole Jones.
Yeah,
that ball just slipped right through his hands.
Okay, you don't slip that. We called that before the game. You're going to see that happen.
Yep.
It's a very wet football out there, but Christian's going to get the ball.
Yeah, that's just what they ordered there, just what the doctor ordered for the Warriors.
Warriors going to get the ball 40 yards out with 11 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
So the Bruins go 4 and out. And now the Warriors have the football at the 40-yard line. Sanders back to pass. Rush is on, but it's picked up. The pass is going to be complete at the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Let's see. They're going to say he was down before the ball popped out.
Yeah, he was down.
At about the 22-yard line. Looked like he hit Justice Hill that time.
Hill's still down the field. It's a big first down, though, for Little Rock Christian. They got the ball all the way down up to 21.
They'll move the chains, and they'll go out to see about the receiver who's on the field still.
He's favoring that left leg pretty strong.
Ball popped out, but they said the official said he was down before the ball popped out.
Acting like a cramp. They're treating it like a cramp down there.
Well, they are stretching his leg out like it is a cramp.
A hammy.
Hopefully for him it is just a cramp.
Maybe a hamstring.
We'll wait and see as they help him to his feet now. Yeah, it looks like a cramp. So he'll come to the sidelines. He'll be replaced by one of his other receivers. I believe it's Carson Banks comes in. 1st and 10 for Little Rock Christian at the 22-yard line. Sanders looks to pass, now to run. Now he's in trouble and he's going to be sacked. Back at the 28-yard line.
Great defense that time.
Charging through was Isaiah Woods, and he had a couple of buddies with him, and Sanders never had a chance.
Yeah, that's about a 5-yard loss right there, maybe 6.
That's a big play. Back to the 28-yard line.
10:42 to go in the third quarter. PA leading 22-7.
6-yard loss on the sack. 2nd down and 16. Sanders sends Crockett in motion. Now he's going to pass, rushes on, flings it out to Crockett. He's got it at the 30, the 25. Back close to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds.
You know, I'm surprised with Crockett, a big back, and there's all this rain that Little Rock Christian's throwing the ball so much. I thought they would open up with trying to let Crockett run the football. It's going to be about his 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, it didn't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. Picked up 5 on the play. Well, now they're going to say he did, Laney. Got back to the original line of scrimmage +1. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. Ball is at the 21-yard line. Sanders has it, and now flags. They'll stop the play.
I think that's going to back up Christian 5 yards. I think they have a false start on that left side.
And let's see. Well, I don't
Maybe
really know.
Calling for a new football.
I think that's all they did was stop the false start.
Yeah.
False start on the Warriors.
I thought the left side moved a little early.
So instead of 3rd down and 9, it'll be 3rd down and 14.
That's a big penalty there for Little Rock Christian.
Moves it back to the 26. So that moves it back to the 26-yard line, and they're facing a 3rd down and 14. Sanders has Crockett to his right on 3rd down. There's a bad snap. It goes past him. Sanders has to try to pick it up. The ball still on the ground. Little Rock Christian has it. The Bruins hit him way back at the 48-yard line. Way back at the 48-yard line. As the receiver, Joe Hampton, had to go back and pick it up, and Cody Anderson smacked him as soon as he did.
That was a big play right there.
Remember that play.
That was
You're
a
right.
big play.
Remember that play. That'll be 4th down and forever. Not sure they could punt back for a first down from where they are.
Well, the Bruins are in that picket line defense again in case Warriors try to.
They're going to kick it away. Punter has it back at the 40. He does kick it away. Another back deep for the Bruins. It's going to hit inside the 20, inside the 15, down to the 15-yard line. And that's where Bruins get that one. We'll see if this offense can get something going here.
9:38 to go.
Bruins scored 22 in the first quarter, and not since then. No time for Mr. Watkins to break our own one here, man.
They got three.
First and 10 from the 13. Actually alone in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Brooks has some time. Has plenty of time. Now dumps it off. It's going to be caught at the 20 out to the 25-yard line.
Wow.
And finally twisted out of bounds on the near side. Is that, let's see, was that Bruce? I believe it was. Knocked out of bounds by Christian Crane.
Got a green on the top for the Warriors.
Either Bruce or Ray Jackson on the other side, 15 or 18. Then we got a yard shy of first down, second down, and 1. Pick up a 9 on the play. From 22. Has the football, rolls to his right, throws. It's going to be almost interference, but incomplete at about the 35-yard line. Zach was hit, right enough got the ball got there. Now it's going to be third down and short. Third down and short. About a yard to go. And we'll see what the Bruins can come up with here. Thatcher looks to the sideline. Watkins is running back off to the right side.
Got 5 seconds.
Third and short. Maybe Watkins here. We'll see. He still looks to the sideline.
First down, yeah.
Set of downs at the 25-yard line. By himself now on first and 10. He has the football running right. They're after him. He turns the corner. He's got 5. He's going to be slung out of bounds on the far sideline, the Bruins sideline. They went forward. Out to the 29-yard line.
Yeah.
Second down and 6 for the Bruins.
Tell Cannon to get off the field. Tell Cannon to get off the field.
Across the 30 out to the
He's down here doing
32-yard
all
line.
kinds of crap. He needs to get the freak off the field. Yeah, he's done. He got pissed off. And he did something.
As I move this ball across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
He's open.
Need to get to the 35 for first down. They're up to 2. Looks to pass. The big pass. Far sideline. At the 50.
Like 2 steps. 2 steps per
Across the 40 out to the 33-yard line.
Not that deep. Not that deep.
So first down Bruins at the 43.
Oh!
Here's Hatcher,
Man, he's
quick pitch,
breaking
is going
down
to be
where
caught
it
by
is.
Bruce at the 49, leans forward, close to midfield. They're going to mark him at the 49. The Bruins fans are yelling because of the late tip there. They felt like Josiah Weaver made the tackle. But Bruce gets up, clapping his hands. He's okay. That's all right. God, this would be if it would have been fast. They're chopping the time down also. Second and short. Hatcher looks to pass. Stand straight up. Looks over the middle. Has a man out there. Incomplete. About the 30-yard line. Got tangled up. midfield.
I hope we have
the
another ball.
47-yard line for first down.
I really kind of agree with what Brooks said. I like to see PA. Hatcher on 3rd down and 3. He's going to keep it himself.
I don't know, but when he's not running the ball, he gets it and just stays there for a second. Josh.
Got a wide receiver left there for PA.
Let's see if they decline this penalty. Because they would have been a 4th and 3 if they declined the penalty.
4th and 3.
Ball start against the Bruins.
We declined.
So now it's 4th down and 3 from midfield. 3 yards to go. The ball is on the midfield stripe. Need to get down to the 47 for a first down. Trey Johnson split down the left. So is Zach Kelly. He's coming this way. 2 receivers to the right. Watkins in the slot right. And now a timeout. Let's see.
Christian's going to call
Timeout.
it. Maybe that timeout right there.
That's anytime you start using your timeout,
Second half,
it can come back on you. Yep. So we'll keep it right here.
The basketball coaches show every Thursday in Warrior Building. Week goes Trimline, Coach Rogers. The weekend is bringing you the Warrior Building. Bring about insight about the Warrior basketball program. Watch it online. Go to Warrior Building page at LittleRockChristian.com.
Tell him to keep going the ball. Good cross.
Finish sharp. Of course, the weather's got a lot.
Weather has a lot to do
the
with it.
ball's
Yep.
not going through the air as well as it generally
Right.
does. Been some,
You've had some passes that slip through the hands of some
and
receivers. Wet football.
It's just very tough for a passing team in this kind of weather.
It has affected it. There is no doubt about it. We wondered if it would, and yes, the weather has affected it, but the Bruins still lead at 22-7, and here we go on 4th down. 4th and 3. Hatcher has the snap. Looks to pass, rushes on, throws over the middle, has a man caught at the 20 down, or the 30, down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's a first down catch by Ray Jackson.
Beautiful pass that time by Hatcher. Hatcher just laid it out. Didn't really put a whole lot on it. Ray Jackson catches. He took a big hit, and he was able to hold it.
Well, remember that play, too, on 4th and 3. Watkins is a running back off to the right side of Hatcher. He gets the call. He's hit immediately, but the whistles blew before it started.
Let's see.
Let's see. Coach Kelly's charging out on the field. He wants to know what's going on over there.
Ball start against the Bruins.
Yeah, we'll back them up 5 yards.
The Bruins, the receivers, as they tried to rotate from their left side to the right, I don't think they were set before the play was snapped.
So that'll back it up to the 33-yard line. Now let's see.
They're waving off the flag, it looked like.
Well, they're waving something.
No,
they're getting a new football.
Yeah. Well, he was flat waving a flag.
Yeah, he was.
Anyway,
He had a flag in his hand.
6:45 to go here in the third quarter. Bruins still holding on to a 22-7 lead, but driving with the ball.
Ball's at the 33, and it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Hatcher along in the shotgun. 3 receivers stacked to the right. He's looking over the middle. He's in trouble. He's
Never
hit.
saw him.
Yeah, he didn't see the defender coming in.
Corner blitz right there by Justice Hill, and Hatcher never saw him. Big loss. Huge loss all the way back to the 41-yard line. 7-yard loss.
Well, the ball's at the 41.
Needs to get all the way down to the 19 for a first down. But the Bruins only need to pick
It'll
it all
be
up
2nd
here.
down and 22. Now, they don't have to have it all.
They could just nickel and dime and pick it up. They got 3 more downs.
2nd down and 22 now. Ball's at the 41. Need to get to the 19. Hatcher. Nobody back there with him. Watkins in motion. Hatcher rolls to his left. Hatcher throws to his left. It's caught by Kelly at the 25. Kelly's inside the 20.
It is a first
down to
down.
the 15-yard line.
Boy, when Kelly caught that ball, he turned it upfield, and he took off like a rocket. Moves the chains on a 2nd 23. Now the Bruins.
Now we're in business.
Now they're inside the 15-yard line down to the 14 with 5:48 to go in the third quarter.
Kelly, you're right. And he turned around. He turned on the Jets immediately. It got down to the 15. Inside the 15 to 14. Here's Hatcher. Gives it to Watkins. Has a hole inside the 10-yard line. Bottled up quickly, though. He falls inside the 10.
It's still a good run. Gets down to about the 8-yard line.
He got about 5 yards on it, maybe 6.
Lose. positive yardage. I'll take 5 yards to carry every time.
Down to the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Boy, what a big drive this would be.
Taking a lot of time. 5:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Hatcher with 4 receivers to the right on 2nd down and 5 from the 9-yard line. Rolls to his right. Looking. Steps up. He's going to run. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Touchdown, Bruins.
Hatcher found a hole. He smelled the goal line. And he goes across.
Great play. And I'm telling you, Hatcher is so heads up. As he rolled out to his right side and he cut it inside, you could see the opening. And the Bruins take a 28-7 lead here with 5 minutes to go here.
Well, what a drive that was.
In the 3rd quarter.
What a drive. Now a 28-7 lead with just 5:09 to go in the 3rd.
And the crowd
is gone. They put away their torches and pitchforks for a moment.
So the Bruins looks like they're going to go for 2 here. They got Trey Bruce now as their quarterback.
Yeah, he's going to run the show from shotgun formation. Bruce will. Takes a snap, rolls to his left, ducks inside. He's going to be hit, and let's see. Nope, he's not going to make it. 2-point conversion's no good, but we'll take a break. 5:09 to go in the 3rd. Our score now, Pulaski Academy 28, Little Rock Christian 7. You're listening to Bruin Football on 96.5 FM, The Answer. Up here next to us didn't take too kindly to that last touchdown play.
I liked it.
Walked out and slammed the door. If you could hear a big boom in the background, so that wasn't what they ordered to start the 2nd half. We're midway through the 3rd quarter now.
Bruins leading 28-7 with 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go.
Here comes Charrette's drop kick, Lanny.
Boy, it'd be good to get this onside kick.
It's going to be a drop kick, onside kick from Charrette. He's aiming the other way, moving from our right to our left. There's the whistle, and here it comes. It's a little one he's going to try to follow himself, but it's not going to go 10 yards. And finally, Little Rock Christian falls on it.
They did a lot better than they did in the first half. But you got to be aggressive on the onside kicks, and they were able to come up and recover.
That went 9 yards, and finally one of the Warriors didn't want to take a chance and dove on top of it.
Yeah, I think
and they'll have it on the Bruin side of the 50-yard line.
Well, the defense has just done an outstanding job so far for the Bruins, and like to do it again.
They got to keep it up. They got to keep it. Don't want to give up a quick score here to put everybody in this place back up in arms again.
Make them earn it if they're going to score.
Sanders in the shotgun. Crockett off to his left. Sanders is going to pass. Quick pass to the left. It's going to be caught at the 50. Back down to the 49, the 48-yard line. Not much, just a yard or two.
Not only was it not much as he throws it out there to Joe Hampton, but real close to being down. That was Henley Bland. When he caught that football, he was almost completely sitting on his behind, and he had to get back up, and it was just a very slow play.
Gain of a couple. Down to the 47. 2nd down and 8. Sanders hands it off to Crockett. He gets through the middle, has some yardage, spinning. The Bruins finally stop him before he reaches that 1st down marker. He's going to be a yard or so shy of it.
Jay, I'm surprised.
Down to the 41-yard line.
I'm real surprised that Little Rock Christian has not run Crockett more.
Yeah.
They may start doing it now, but it just seems like in this kind of ball game, don't get in a shootout pass and just give it to your big running back.
Both teams 12-0 coming into this matchup.
3rd down and 2.
3rd and a couple. Sanders. Well, looks like Crockett's going to take the snap now. He's going to go up the middle with it, and he's going to get the 1st down as he leans inside the 40. Barely got it. He leans inside the 40 to the 39. And that'll move the chains, but that's also moving the clock.
Yeah, it moves the clock with 3:50. Well, the clock's going to stop to move the chains, but they'll start with 3:51 in the 3rd quarter.
Bruins leading it 28-7 here at Little Rock Christian.
And the rain is just pouring again.
Relentless. Crockett's going to take the snap again. He's standing back at about the 45. 1st and 10 from the 39. Now Sanders takes it. quick pitch out to the left, caught at the 40.
Much.
Down to the 38-yard line. Gain of a yard or so, and that's about it. Sanders, the quarterback, is a senior. His running back, Crockett, is a senior.
Charette with the tackle.
Gain of a couple will be second down and 8.
Clock's still moving with 3:20 to go in the third quarter.
They're chopping away a lot of this clock.
28-7, Bruins leading.
Ball's at the 37-yard line. Bruin 37. Sanders looks to pass. Has time, throws over the middle, and it's going to be caught. And a big hit, and the ball is on the ground. It's either a fumble or incomplete.
They're going to call it incomplete, but you're right. That's a great hit.
Somebody laid that receiver out at about the 15-yard line.
Down. Now he's getting back up. That's Bland, number 5.
Yeah, Henley Bland. He's a junior. He gets up, and they separated him from the football.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was Hayden Henry. I couldn't quite see the number.
That was a collision.
Well, when you leave your receivers out, they're going to take hits like that. They're going to remember that next time they come across the middle. Third down and 8 with 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pulaski Academy leading 28-7.
That one goes incomplete, and now it is third down and 8. From the 37. Sanders looks to pass, swings it across the right side, incomplete.
Well, there's a lot of
at about the
right
30-yard line.
There was a blitz right there, a delayed blitz by Pulaski Academy, and coming in, looks like 16 for the Bruins.
You sure? Can you see those numbers?
I'm struggling, but
that's Wesley Wise.
I think it's 16.
Yep. So now it's a fourth down and 8.
That was a great pressure that time.
From the 37, and they'll have to go for it. Here's Sanders on 4th and 8. Looks to pass. He throws, and this ball is going to be caught for a first down to 25.
The Bruins completely lost the receiver. That was Hampton on the sidelines, on the far sidelines.
Down to the 22-yard line. Sure did. 4th down and 8. He just slung it out there to Hampton.
They lost him, and with 2:53 to go, it's first down for Little Rock Christian.
So they'll keep the drive alive. That's one thing they had to do.
Stops the clock also as he stepped out of bounds.
Ball's at the 23. First and 10. Sanders, quick pitch to the left, and it's broken up.
Well, they
at about the 18.
They went for the same play, but that time Anderson saw that pass and broke it away.
I'll tell you what, this Joe Hampton he's a little testy out there. That was broken up, and he didn't like it one bit and shoved the defensive back. So now it's second down and 10 from the 23. Sanders rolling right, looking, still has it. Now throws in the end zone. It's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Back to the 5, back to the 10-yard line. What an interception. And the Bruins come away with it.
Well, I'm trying to give credit where credit's due.
It's hard to see these numbers. Looks like Cameron Bland.
Yes, number 81.
Huh? Well, that's a big takeaway and a big stop right there.
That was a huge interception. The Bruins will get the ball at the 10-yard line of their own 10-yard line with 2:32 to go. And, Jay, we've seen a lot of people right now.
They're starting to hit the exits.
Starting to hit the bricks. They're starting to leave these stands.
First and 10 Bruins. Hatcher. He's going to keep it now. A raw option. This time to Watkins, and he takes it to the left sideline, gets out of bounds.
Looks like he's going to get about 3.
He just flipped that out to Watkins on like an option play left. And boy, what a huge stop that was.
Certainly
big stop. Bruins leading at 28-7 with 2:28 to go in the third.
The Bruins take the ball all the way down the field.
Yep.
With 2:28 to go here in the third quarter.
He got 3 at second down and 7. Need to get to the 20 for a first down. Here's this time Bruce takes a snap and he flings it out, and that's going to be caught on the near sideline, close to a first down.
It's right around the 20-yard line. That'd be a first down. Hit Zach Kelly here.
Trey Bruce, the left-handed quarterback,
that's
running back, receiver, whatever you want to call him.
That moves the chains, Jay. That is a first down with 2:18 to go in the third quarter.
So first down Bruins is Bruce slung that one out to Kelly. Picks up a first down across the 20 to the 21. Bruce stays in there now. He's going to run it himself, and he has a little bit of room. Outside the 25, outside the 30, hits the sidelines. He's finally going to be run out of bounds across the 35 at the 37-yard line. And that'll move the chains again.
Well, Bruce picked up a great block downfield by Trey Johnson. and was able to move the chains once again for a first down. So rain is really pouring with
Yep.
2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Let it rain now, buddy. 28-7. Bruins. Bruce is still in there at quarterback with Watkins off to his left. On 1st and 10, looks to pass, pumps. Now he's going to have to scramble. Now he throws it up for grabs, and this ball is going to be intercepted at the 40-yard line. Never should have thrown it.
Now there's a flag on the play, but I'm not sure what the flag's for.
Never should have thrown that one. He was being wrapped up.
Might be an offensive interference, but I think Little Rock Christian's going to get the football down on their own 40-yard line.
Yep.
That was not a good pass that
No,
time.
never should have let that one go.
Yep, it was offensive interference with a minute 58 to go here in the third quarter. Trey had some room if he just took it under, ran, but those balls are hard to throw in this rain.
Yeah, not better off just to eat that one.
You just can't get enough on them, and he sailed it up, and it was just a good defense play.
Well, it keeps them in it. Keeps the Warriors in it with a minute 58 to go in the third at their own 40-yard line. Sanders is going to pass, looks to pass, pumps once. Somebody chased him from behind. He gets rid of it, and it's going to be incomplete. He has to just get rid of that one.
His defensive line coach made a good catch there. Stops the clock with a minute 52, brings up a 2nd down and 10. A lot of pressure once again by Robert Ader. He's
been all over the place, hasn't he?
He has been in that backfield the whole game.
So that'll bring it back to the 40 after the incompletion. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Warriors at home tonight, moving from our left to our right. Sanders back to pass on 2nd down. Pumps, throws over the middle, has a man out there. Jump ball, almost intercepted at about the 38-yard line.
I'm telling you, Cameron Bland is doing an outstanding job. Almost had a second pick.
Yeah, he timed that one perfectly and was right with the receiver.
Great coverage downfield as they're trying to go down and hit Justice Hill. 3rd down and 10 with a minute 46 to go in the third quarter.
Well, you can see a little different body language right now out of these dark blue shirts out there. I can tell you that.
Well,
a stop here would help. Yeah. 3rd and 10. Sanders drops back to pass. Rush is on. Now he scrambles to his right. Now he's in trouble. Now he's going to be knocked down back at the 25-yard line. Knocked down back there by Corbin Witham.
Well, Christian will definitely have to punt the football now. That's all the way back about the 27-yard line.
Well, what a job this defense has done tonight.
I'm telling you, Coach Todd Wood is the best defensive coordinator in the state.
He was,
He's proved it time after time after time.
I've tried to talk to him after last week's game. He came downstairs and he was just shaking his head, and he was upset that they'd given up 44 points last week, and I thought, yeah, he's going to be on them all this week. So,
well, nobody deep for Pulaski Academy.
They're going to punt it away. They do. Wobbly kick is going to go out of bounds this time on the Little Rock Christian sidelines. It went out at about the 42, but we'll see where they mark it back up to.
Good field position.
They're going to mark it back past the 45, out to the 48, and listen to the Bruin crowd on the far side.
I'm going to tell you right now, Jay, with a minute and 1 second to go, if Bruins can get a good drive goes in the fourth quarter or put up another score, Little Rock Christian is not used to this.
Nope.
They're not used to winning. They only won 6 games last year. Now, they've had a great season this year, but they're not used to being behind late in the ball game.
28-7 right now, Bruins, with a minute 1 to go in the third quarter. Moving from our right to our left, they have the football at their own 48. Hatcher back in at quarterback. Bruce goes in motion. Bruce gets the football. Now he looks to throw, throws it out over the head of Kelly on the far sideline.
Yeah, Bruce could have took that up and ran the ball. But,
well, Bruce was moving right, and he's left-handed.
Yeah, that's
a tough throw.
Hard throw to make.
Overthrew Kelly on the far sideline, the PA sideline.
I still can't get over that catch Kelly made down here on that last touchdown.
Oh, he turned it on, didn't he?
He turned that corner.
Yep. 2nd down and 10 from the 48. Hatcher, low snap, has to pick it up. There's nowhere to go. He's in trouble. He's going to be knocked down back at the 42-yard line. That was trouble from the get-go.
Yeah, Carson Clevenger was able to get penetration and drop Hatcher for a sack. It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 16.
Yeah, it is 3rd down and long for the Bruins. Of course, they'll have 2 chances at it. They'll go for it on 4th. And now the Little Rock Christian players are trying to get their crowd into it.
30 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Hatcher in a shotgun on 3rd down and long. 3rd and about 15 and a half.
Pick up half of it.
Throws. He's got a completion at the 45. Running sideways now, back up to the 49 to the 50. So they got back to the original line of scrimmage plus a couple.
That's some good running down.
I think it was Trey Johnson that caught it.
Yeah, Trey Johnson, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 8.
And the clock is down to 13 seconds now in the 3rd quarter. 4th down and 8.
So the Bruins did what they wanted to on that 3rd down play. They picked up half of it.
4th down and 8 from midfield. Need to get to the 42 for a 1st down.
You just feel like if Pulaski Academy can get this 1st down, it's going to be a dagger.
Yep. 1 receiver, make it 2 to the left. 1 slot receiver left. 2 receivers to the right. Hatcher back to pass on 4th down. Steps up, throws, has a man. 1st down inside the 40 to 38-yard line. That's Zach Kelly. Zach Kelly.
8 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
There's a big 1st down.
And you're starting to see more people leave the stands right now.
Yep. The rain couldn't run them off, but this Bruin team is starting to.
And Bruins are starting to feel it now with 8 seconds. 1st down and 10.
Here's a handoff to Watkins, 40, 35, 30. He cuts outside. He's turning it on. He's going to be dragged down inside the 15. It's a horse collar tackle. That's a horse collar at the 10-yard line.
Down from behind, MJ Loggins.
He had to horse collar him to do it, though.
Yeah, there is a flag on the play, too, as you mentioned.
Inside the 15-yard line.
And that's it.
Face mask, it looked like the call, yep.
That's how they caught him from behind, too. And that's going to end. Nope, it's 1 second left. I think it's still going to be a 3rd quarter.
He was off to the races that time.
Because of a defensive penalty, a quarter and a half can't end, so there'll be 1 more snap.
Now they'll start the clock, and I think it will end. It does end. That ends the 3rd quarter. Oh, the Bruins are in good shape here, folks. Hang with us, 1 more quarter to go, and then we're off to War Memorial Stadium for the state championship game. Our score after 3 quarters, Pulaski Academy 28, Little Rock Christian 7. You're listening to Bruin Football on 96.5 FM, The Answer.
We want to once again thank all of you tuned in on YouTube. We do apologize for the audio sync problems and various other problems. At this point, we're really lucky to even have the stream going on. So we thank you for sticking in with us, and go Bruins.
Well, we were discussing here when Miss Vicky is just going to go on the air. And she's got to get her plug in here in just a moment. We'll get her on the next commercial break.
Well, I thought Vicky always broke at the 3rd quarter.
Well, she did, but, you know, it's raining, technical difficulties. Here's a snap to Hatcher. He pitches it out the left side, caught on the far side, inside the 5, inside the 3-yard line, I believe. Let's see. Let's see where they're going to mark this out of bounds. Well, they're going to say he got pushed out at about the 5-yard line.
The 5-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 5. Here's Hatcher, gives it to Watkins. Up the middle he goes.
He is very
and he's close, and let's see. Raise those hands, let's see.
Very close.
They're looking. They're looking. No signal.
I think it's
no
going
signal.
to be at the 1.
3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 1. Bruins trying to add an extra point here, or an exclamation point. Leading at 28-7. Hatcher on 3rd and goal from the 1. Gives it to Watkins. He spins, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Big hole. Jay has a huge hole on that left side, and Watkins just went right in for the score. That's going to...
Don't you say it yet. Don't you say it yet.
It's over.
34-7. Bruins as we start the 4th quarter.
Seconds with this defense of Pulaski Academy. This game is all over but the shower, but we're getting a shower anyway.
And we're getting a bunch of shouting from the far sidelines over there, the bleachers over there,
Like
filled with PA
They're
fans.
going to go for 2 here.
They're looking to the sidelines. 34-7. Bruins. 11:15 to go. Well, they're still looking to the sidelines.
We don't know what the play clock
No, the
is,
play
'cause
clock's
they
being
haven't worked the whole
kept on
game.
the field. They're going to go for 2. Hatcher has it, looks to pass. Crossing pattern and a 2-point conversion. Is that Bruce?
Yeah, it's Bruce.
In the back of the end zone, it's good.
And you're exactly right. It was a crossing pattern, but once again, the offensive line has just done a marvelous job tonight.
Yep, no doubt about it.
Pulaski Academy.
36-7 with 11:15 to play. And the Bruins are up by 29. Defense has not given up a point tonight. The touchdown Little Rock Christian scored was on a sack of quarterback Lane Hatcher. The ball popped loose, and their defensive player picked it up and ran it in for the only touchdown these Warriors have scored tonight.
Try to give you some update scores. We got some finals real quick. McCroy defeats Mount Ida. That's a big upset. 16-7. Prescott over Lamar, 53-28. Smack over 15. West Fork 6 in overtime. This is a shootout. P Ridge defeats CAC 3-0 in overtime.
Holy mackerel.
Arkadelphia with the upset of the night over Dardanelle, 21-14. And then Pine Bluff steamrolls Jonesboro.
Here's the old spinaroo onside kick, and this ball's on the turf.
Oh, PA almost.
They had a shot at it. But
excuse me. Go ahead, Jay.
Little Rock Christian has it at their own 45.
Pine Bluff defeats Jonesboro 52-14, but the big game everybody's talking about in the third quarter, Little Rock McClellan 14, Batesville 9.
Well, you know, could have knocked me over with a feather. Well,
with 11:15 to go, it's all over but the crying as a lot of more Little Rock Christian fans are leaving. Hopefully most of them will so we can get out of here quicker.
Ball's at the 44 for Little Rock Christian.
11:15 to go.
Sanders hands it off to Crockett. He's looking for room outside. The Bruins are giving chase, but he's going to pick up some good yardage around midfield.
I still, for the life of me, do not understand why Little Rock Christian did not go to Crockett more tonight.
They're going to say he went out right at midfield, so a pickup of 6. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. The ball's right on midfield. Little Rock Christian moving from our right to our left. Here's a quick pitch out to the right. It's going to be dropped by the receiver.
That's a lot of pressure also for Pulaski Academy back in the backfield.
Sanders he got rid of that one quickly because the rush was coming at him, and the receiver couldn't hold on. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. The ball's at the 50-yard line. Need to get down to the PA 46 for a first down.
Did I mention the scores? Pulaski Academy 36.
Yes, you did.
Little Rock Christian
36-7
in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
11:07 to go.
Here we go. 3rd down, low snap. Sanders has a rush on him. He's in trouble. He gets rid of it.
Intentional grounding. There was no receiver near. It's not going to be called, but that should have been intentional grounding. Anyway, it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, he had to dump that one.
And you know who it was, number 65, right there in Sanders' face. He has been there. He has made a living in that backfield, Robert Ader.
Robert Ader's a senior, and he's played a great game tonight, no doubt about it. 4th down and 4. And Little Rock Christian will have to go for it. The ball's at the midfield stripe. Need to get down to the PA 46 for a first down. Bruins in control. Sanders back to pass. Throws are going to be incomplete. Knocked loose by Justin Charette.
Charette has also had a fantastic game tonight. I just can't. I know I sound like a broken record. I cannot say enough about this defense.
Listen to this PA crowd, too.
You can hear them all the way across.
Yep, they are cheering this defense.
And
what a game.
I cannot say enough about this defense tonight by PA.
Reminds me of a defensive effort several years ago at Greenwood, Lanny.
My goodness, does it ever.
It certainly does. And that was one of the best defensive efforts I'd seen from a Bruin team, and tonight, just as good.
Anytime you can hold Greenwood to 14 points, it's a defensive effort.
So the Bruins get the football. They'll be in no hurry. They'll have it at the Little Rock Christian 49.
11 minutes to go.
Yep, just 11 minutes to go. 36-7 lead for the Bruins.
Bruins are going to go to the finals. Unless there's a total collapse, which I do not see.
Yep. 1st and 10 Bruins. Hatcher, the sophomore quarterback. Hands it off to Watkins. He pitches it back to Bruce. Bruce looking downfield. He throws it up for grabs, and this ball is going to be nearly caught, by golly. It's incomplete. That ball just hung up there, and it's going to be incomplete about the 25-yard line.
Little razzle-dazzle flea flicker play that time. actually not a flea flicker. It was an actual reverse pass.
So it'll go as an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bruins. Hatcher.
10:52 to go in the game.
Up, whistle and flags come in.
Yeah, it's going to back up the Bruins 5.
False start against the Bruins will back them up. Back to their own 45, just outside their own 45. 10:52 to go in this one. It's been all Bruins, leading at 36-7. Both teams coming into this game 12-0. Bruins look to be going 13-0, and Little Rock Christian looks like they're going to end their season at 12-1. Hatcher hands it off to Watkins. Up the middle he goes. He's hit but falls forward. That sure was a late hit.
Foul on right there. They should have called it, but they didn't. I think everybody's wanting to get this game over with.
He
10:40 to go.
Pushes it back to midfield. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 from the midfield stripe. Well, now you don't need any cheap shots to get somebody hurt.
No.
So
The Bruins will be playing War Memorial next week.
Kelly's wide to the right on 3rd down and 10. Hatcher looks, has time. Now the rush is on, steps up. He's in trouble, avoids one man. Now he's in big trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at the 45.
Well, that's a good coverage downfield sack. But the thing about it, though, it takes a lot of time off the clock. There's nothing wrong with it. Little Rock Christian's playing against the clock more than anything right now, down 10 minutes. With 10 minutes to go, down 36-7.
Bruins up by 29 here on the road at Little Rock Christian, 36-7. So it'll be 4th down and close to 15 for the Bruins. We'll call it 4th and 14 from their own 46. Hatcher alone in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to pass, throws, has a man out there. Caught for a 1st down on the far side inside the 40.
Great protection.
Who was it, Kelly?
It's Kelly again. Kelly again.
He's something else. He's something
That
else.
just breaks your heart right there.
Inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Wow.
Got to give it to some of these Little Rock Christian fans, though. They've hung in here. They're still standing watching this team being demoralized, 36-7. 9:34 to go here in the 4th quarter.
1st down Bruins at the 37. Here's a shovel pass to Bruce. He's going to be bottled up. He gets a yard, maybe 2. Down to the 35, but the most important thing is that clock's running.
Yeah, 9:20 to go.
Bruins with a 36-7 lead. Pickup of a couple, bring up 2nd down and 8. Need to get down to about the 27 for a 1st down. Hatcher in a pistol formation. Fakes the handoff to Watkins, rolls right. Rushes on, throws over the head of the intended receiver, and incomplete. He was looking that time for Cannon Smith, who's a senior.
That's in Cannon in a while. 8:57 to go. Clock stops after the incompletion. 3rd and 8 for the Bruins. It's always good to get an exclamation.
Yeah, I agree.
Just really
agree.
Let your opponent know where you stand. The ball's at the 35-yard line of Little Rock Christian.
3rd down and 8 for the Bruins. Hatcher looks to pass again. Rushes on. He's setting up a screen, but this doesn't look too good. But you never know. Watkins has it at the 35. Gets back to the 31-yard line before he's blasted. They want to walk around now like they did something big.
Well, but it's going to be a 4th down and short. It's a big deal. It's only going to be about 4th and 3.
They put a hit on him, and
he didn't get the Watkins didn't get the spot I expected.
No, they're going to mark him down to.
Call it a 4th and
looks
4.
like the 31.
I thought he was going to be at the 30. Closer.
Need to get to the 27. So 4th and 4. Hatcher looks to the sidelines, gets the play.
8:20 to go in the ball game. All Bruins 36-7.
Hatcher has it, rolls to his left, looking to pass, steps up, throws, caught. 1st down at the 20-yard line.
That's Trey Bruce. Right over.
That'll move the chains.
With 8 minutes to go. Bruins driving again.
So far, 36-7, and really this has been a whipping.
And Jay, this is really a shutout because that 7 points for Little Rock Christian was on a fumble. Scoop and
First
score.
and 10 for the Bruins. Hatcher, sophomore quarterback. Alone in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks, has time, has a receiver to the left if he find him, but now he's going to rush to the left. Now he's going to be hit.
Well, he took a hit, too.
Yeah, you don't want to see him doing that too
I'd
often.
like to see Hatcher just drop to the ground.
Yep.
I mean, he took a hit.
At about the 20-yard line. He got back to about the line of scrimmage, but he was hit head on and knocked backwards.
Going to lose a yard. He's going to bring up a second down 11 with 7:30 to go in the game.
Right now you got to be careful because you're playing against a team. These guys are mad and upset right now, and they'd like to take it out on somebody, so you don't want to get anybody hurt.
It looks like Trey Bruce is now your quarterback.
Yeah, Bruce with 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Well, the 1 to the right is Hatcher. Hatcher set up wide right. Bruce looks to pass, sets up, throws, going to be caught. A little short pass, knocked out of bounds. They're going to keep the clock running.
You're right. They won out of there.
They kept the clock running at about the 15-yard line.
I think they want out. I think everybody wants out of here tonight.
They're saying, referee saying, roll it, baby, roll it.
So it's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 6 for the Bruins.
Bruins leading at 36-7. Been all Bruins tonight here at Little Rock Christian.
Need to get down to the 10 for a first down.
Bruce in the shotgun on 2nd down, or 3rd down. He's looking to pass and overthrows a receiver at about the 5-yard line. Had a receiver wide open, yep.
He way overthrown his receiver.
Yep, over his head and out of bounds. It'll be 4th down and 6 now.
I think Kevin saw enough after that last hit by Hatcher. I'm not sure Hatcher will be playing quarterback anymore in this game.
May be right.
6:31 to go in the 4th quarter. All Bruins tonight, 36-7.
4th down for the Bruins from the 15-yard line. Need to get down to the 9. So 4th and 6. Well, Hatcher's back in there again.
That proved me I was wrong.
Yeah, he's back in there on 4th down. Watkins goes in motion. Hatcher looks to pass. Looking, throws. It's going to be caught inside the 10. That's a first down. As he leans down to about the 5. He handed it off.
I think they was already.
And they're going to call.
Yeah, he handed it off to Cannon Smith, and Cannon Smith went in for the touchdown. But
he was being stacked up, and all of a sudden Cannon Smith came out with it. They should have blown the whistle, yep.
But anyway, it's a first down and go for the Bruins. Looks about it's going to be on the 7-yard line.
First down and goal for the Bruins. Clock running. 6:15 to go. Bruins leading at 36-7. They're trying to put an exclamation point on this one.
The Bruins will be back in War Memorial for the 2nd year in a row.
Yep, trying to repeat. They'll bring a 26-game winning streak in there, too. Here's a handoff to Watkins running left, looking for room. Makes one man miss. I don't know how he kept his balance.
I don't know, but he
got back to the line of scrimmage.
Ducked under the defender.
Did a spin move after he was hit and kept his balance. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Bruins broke open a 22-0 lead in the 1st quarter.
Don't have an update on that. We still don't have an update on that McClellan Batesville score. We'll try to get one before we go off tonight.
Here's Hatcher looking to pass on 2nd goal. Throws it, has Watkins. He's bumped inside the 1-yard line. He's still digging, but they'll deny him the end zone. So it'll be 3rd down and goal. We'll see where they place the football.
5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Down to about the 2-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and goal from there. After this score, and I'm sure it's going to be a score, we'll let Miss Vicky send us to a commercial here in just a second.
4:48 remaining.
3rd down and goal. Hatcher going to hand it off to Bruce running left. He could run it in, but now he's looking to pass. Now he's backing up. Now he throws it in the back of the end zone. It's going to be, I believe, caught for a touchdown.
It certainly is.
Caught for a touchdown in the back of the end zone.
Not sure who got that. Still trying to figure it out. But it's a touchdown, and you talk about having all the time in the world, and that's the explanation point we were talking about.
42-7. By golly, that's a 35-point lead, Laney, and that will start the clock running.
Well, I think some of the officials already been going by that. So
Charette on for the extra point and another mercy rule for the Bruins.
Well, no real big surprise. I thought PA would win this game handily. I just thought they were the better team, and they certainly proved it.
There's a bad snap, and Charette's going to have to drop kick it. And it is no good. Well, that's a 35-point margin, 42-7. Lanny, you want to hand that to Miss Vicky for a second? We'll let her take us out. Our score right now, 42-7 Bruins.
You're listening to Bruin Football on 96.5 FM The Answer.
Hello, everybody on YouTube. Glad you're with us. We're having a blast. Wish you were here. We'll see you next week at War Memorial Stadium. Well, the ball's at the 25-yard line, first down and 10. Sanders gone all the way at quarterback. He drives back to pass. Throws it over the middle, almost intercepted at about the 35-yard line.
Got 4:13 left in the fourth to go.
4:13, the clock ticking. 42-7. All Bruins.
Second down and 10.
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, thank you very much. They were breaking Vicky in gently here.
Yeah, you are.
Here's a fumble in the backfield. Has to be picked up by Crockett. Now he's in trouble. He's trying to find anywhere to go with it. Now he's going to be tackled way back at the 12-yard line.
Clock stopped at 3:38.
Need to keep that clock going. Vicky will be with us next week at War Memorial Stadium. We'll have a little more room in that press box. Well, the clock should be running, actually, with a 42-7 lead. Oh, they called a penalty. Did you see that penalty?
Nope, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. Going to march it out across the 25 out to the 28-yard line. And now they'll wind the clock. Big crowd on hand.
Going.
Yeah, the big crowd. When we got here, Vicky, it was people here already at 5 o'clock.
There was.
On both sides. Yep, both sides of the field. Here's a handoff to Crockett running to the right, and the Bruins will bottle him up as he crosses the 25, gets out close to the 28-yard line. But this thing is over and done with. The Bruins leading at 42-7 here on the road.
Yep, clock's still going. 3 minutes, 5 seconds.
It'll be a third down and 6. Hope all of your fans are getting to hear this tonight. Oh. It's unbelievable. I never talked you into it. You're a natural at it, I'm telling you, a natural. Here's Sanders back to pass on third down and long, flips it out, incomplete. The only person that was around was a big lineman, and he didn't turn around, so he wasn't too interested.
Clock's still going. 2 minutes, 33.
2.5 minutes to go. Bruins trying to finish this thing off, 42-7. 4th down for Little Rock Christian. They have the football at their own 29. They'll have to get up to the 35 for a first down. So it's 4th down and 6. Didn't turn out the way a lot of these fans here at Little Rock Christian thought it would tonight.
No, it didn't.
They'll snap it and kick it away, I guess. They will. They'll punt it away. Ball's rolling inside the 40, inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll kill it, and that's where the Bruins will take over, and we'll just have to take a knee.
Yep, a minute and 53 left.
1:53. Can't see from my vantage point, but Vicky can. Transformer just blew at Batesville's Pioneer Stadium with 4:49 left. McClellan leading 14-9. McClellan has the ball on the Batesville 36, but a transformer blew. Well, wow. We saw this McClellan team once this year.
Yes, we did.
At Little Rock McClellan. Now the Bruins will just have to take a knee and run the rest of this clock out. They're going to hand it off, though. Running back gets back up to about the 25-yard line.
A minute and 30 to go. And we're almost there.
Yep, 1.5 minutes. We're almost back to War Memorial Stadium. All Bruins 42-7 here at Little Rock Christian. This will make the overall record between the two teams. Well, the Bruins will lead it 6-1. Yep. Here's a handoff to running back. They got Heffley in there at quarterback now, the young Heffley. They're going to hand it off to one of their young running backs.
Jay, we're under a minute.
Good. I think it was Ja'Cory McMillan. Under a minute to go. Ball's at the 26-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 10. But these Bruins are going to let this clock melt down. What we got, 30 seconds?
35.
35 seconds to go. All Bruins, and they're headed back to War Memorial Stadium. Big ball game next week against either McClellan or Batesville. There's a handoff to McMillan. He's stopped in the backfield. It'll bring up 4th down, but that's it. 17 seconds, 16, 15.
Yep, that's a wrap.
Yep, and the Bruins can celebrate. You can hear them on the far sideline. They're going back to War Memorial Stadium for a state championship, trying to repeat as state champions. They come on the road at Little Rock Christian and totally dominate 42-7.
It wasn't much of a match at all. You might as well say it's 42, like 42-0, because the 7 points was off a scoop and score.
Yep.
But once again, ad nauseum, I'm sorry, but that Pulaski Academy defense played the best defense I have seen them, and I'm going to agree with you since the time we were up there at Greenwood and we shut Greenwood down. But hats off to Coach Todd Wood. Hats off to Coach Kevin Kelly, this whole coaching staff, and Blake Amsler, because I'm telling you, that offensive line gave Hatcher all the time in the world. Just a phenomenal game. And once again, Pulaski Academy showed who is the dominant team in Little Rock.
Well, and you better have written that score down because they've already ripped it off the scoreboard.
42-7.
It's already 0-0 up there.
It's 42-7. I'll be
Didn't take them long to take that off the scoreboard.
Congrats to a Little Rock Christian on a fine season.
Yep.
They made all the way to the semifinals. They go down with, but hey, a 12-1 record's nothing to be ashamed about. And they got a good team. I was a little surprised though the way they played is that the way that I really thought Crockett would run the football a lot more. And it kind of surprised me that they tried to pass and go toe-to-toe with the passing game against Pulaski Academy, and that's just not going to work. You cannot spell pass without PA, and that's what Little Rock Christian learned tonight.
Well, we're going back to the championship game at War Memorial Stadium, and we'll get these Bruins pumped up for a big game next week and try to repeat as state champions, and we're looking forward to that. We're going to let you guys go over the stats and handle some stuff here. I'm going to step outside and get a breath of fresh, cool fall air with the rain coming down. So just have some fun at it and go over some stats. And maybe by then we'll have some kind of a score on the Batesville-McClellan game.
Yeah, it's 14-9, as you mentioned, McClellan leading with the power failure with, 4:49 remaining in the game.
Power failure, transformer blew up there at Batesville. So they're having to wait on that. So hopefully they'll get that repaired and we can have a final and find out who we're going to be playing for a state championship next week at War Memorial Stadium. But the big news is the Bruins are going to be there after beating Little Rock Christian. Beating them 42-7
Well, it was,
here at Little Rock Christian.
They pulverized them. Let's just be honest about it. They did. It wasn't really a contest. It was totally Pulaski Academy. And most people really felt like this was going to happen coming in.
Well, it was 22-0 at the end of the first quarter. So that kind of set the tone for things. Let's not forget those onside kicks early that the Bruins came up with, some big onside kicks. And they were already ahead 14-0 before they ever had to play defense. So some big points early for the Bruins. They led it 22-0 into the first quarter. They end up winning it 42-7 here at Little Rock Christian on just a miserably wet and cold and windy evening. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit better next week when we play at War Memorial Stadium for the state championship. But the Bruins are going to be back, and we'll be back there with you. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some more stats and analysis after this. You're listening to Bruin Football on 96.5 FM, The Answer. Nice job, buddy.
What are you doing?
I'm going to run down there and see if I can get.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Well, how am I going to talk to him, though?
Wasn't easy?
I'm going to tell you whether or not he's going to make it.
Okay. Gotcha. Do I say anything?
You did good, though.
Check.
Yeah, I hear you. But how do I answer?
You're just going to, all this
Gotcha. Is this it?
All this is let.
All right, I got you. Well, get him.
Y'all are still streaming, too, buddy. So people can hear you on the internet.
Oh, boy. Hey, you did a great job. I told Jay I'd get you on.
Yeah.
I
You
like
did.
the way I did that. But that didn't I help you? But I help you. I'll lead you all the way.
You did.
This is you realize this is the only second time I've ever done this?
Me too. Back at Little Rock Christian, Jay Jones, Laney Beavers, a whole host of people in here. You wouldn't believe all the people we had in this little press box here tonight.
I think we broke the phone booth record from the 60s of all the people that's in this press box.
Vicky Hinkson with us, of course, and we had, at one time, we had about 9 or 10 people choked into this little box here. So next week, we won't have to worry about that. We got a big press box at War Memorial Stadium. We've been there a few times with this Bruins team, and we're going to go back next week for a state championship. And that would be a great birthday present for me, considering my birthday is the day before.
Excellent.
I'll take a birthday present on December the 4th. How about that?
That'd be great. Once again, there's a power delay up in Batesville, so we don't know who Pulaski Academy is going to be playing. But Little Rock McClellan's leading 14-9 with about four and a half minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and then a transformer blew, but Little Rock McClellan had the football. If
it's Little Rock McClellan, I know Bruin fans will hearken back to that game several weeks ago at Little Rock McClellan. The Bruins were leading at 41-6. Started the mercy rule, the sportsmanship rule, and then we've started putting our second and third guys in there, team guys in there. And McClellan's kept their starters in, and they made it close at the end, 41-30. Coach Kelly said, well, maybe he did the wrong thing by leaving them in there too long, our second and third string guys. But they've got a good ball team. We know they have some good running backs. They have some speed on that team.
I don't think it'll matter. I'm just going to come out and say that. I really don't think it. I mean, hats off to whoever the opponent is. I think this Bruin team's on a mission, Jay, and they proved they really did something tonight. Coming on in this kind of weather, being on the road against two 12-0 teams, and shut out that other team. Didn't let them score on the offense at all tonight.
Well, last year's team finished with a state championship, and their overall record was 13-1. That one loss coming to Dallas Highland Park. They started off this season by getting some revenge in that one, and right now they're 13-0. They would love to go 14-0 this season after going 13-1 last season, and they'd love to win their 27th in a row. They've racked up 26 right now. They'd love to get that 27th next week. There's no doubt about that. And it's going to be a good ball game, exciting ball game. I know a lot of Bruin fans will be there. So we always look forward to that and get hyped up for it. I was hyped up for this one tonight, to tell you the truth.
I was ready for it. Wasn't ready for the rain, but I was certainly ready for the game.
Two 12-0 teams coming into it. Little Rock Christian will finish at 12-1.
You can kind of see it, though. And we've been in situations like this before. I think of the Ashdown trip we took.
Yep.
Is when PA jumped up so fast, 14-0. You could just kind of see the body language
of
the crowd.
You
and I think it affected everybody. But once again, I am still shocked in this kind of weather, when you got a running back like Crockett, why Little Rock Christian did not run the football more. That really surprised me.
Yep.
They got down quick, 14-0, not recovering onside kicks. But, man, there's a lot of time left to play football. They tried to go toe-to-toe. It was like a heavyweight fight.
Well, and really the only adrenaline they got flowing from their sideline and momentum was when they sacked Lane Hatcher at about the 5 or 3 yard line. The ball popped loose. They picked it up, ran it in for their only touchdown, made it 22-7. And you knew if the Bruins could just hang in there and keep playing defense that they could regain that momentum. They eventually did. And, boy, you could tell when a couple of those drives, that one long drive was just a dagger.
Yeah, it was. That cooked their goose right there.
Yep, kind of took everything. And you can see the people starting to thin out here, hitting the exits here at Little Rock Christian. So, it's a game where two teams 12-0 on the year. You knew it was going to be tough, but the Bruins just played phenomenal football tonight, defensively and early offensively, and then late again offensively. But this defense has done one heck of a job. And you kind of knew he was going to have him keyed in, Coach Wood would, after giving up. He was upset. Now, that was a big win against Hope last week.
It was.
Scoring, 78 points?
They scored 78, and they just dominated.
But he was upset that the defense gave up the points they did.
Yeah, it was against once again, it was a defensive touchdown by Hope on one of them. So you can take that away. And then it was against the JV, some younger players. So, but hey, if you got to do whatever you got to do. When you're that good, and you're winning constantly, you'll see Nick Saban do the same. You got to use whatever you can to motivate your team. That's what Coach Todd Wood did.
Well, I don't know if we're going to get to talk to any. I don't think we're going to get to talk to any of them out there, Lanny.
Well, let's take a break and try one more
Okay,
time.
we'll take a break.
I know Chris is trying. I'd love to get a few words if we can.
So Chris has gone down, so we'll wait and see exactly what's going on with that. We'll take another break. Be back with more to wrap up this one. A big Bruin win on the road tonight at Little Rock Christian. We'll talk more. Is it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jay, but we can sign off.
I think so.
Kevin's not going to be able to make it, what I'm hearing.
Well, we will sign off. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Be sure and join us at War Memorial Stadium next week for the state championship game. We can't wait. We know you can't either. And on a rainy night here in West Little Rock, our final score, Pulaski Academy 42. Little Rock Christian 7, off to the championship game next week. You've been listening to Bruin Football on 96.5 FM, The Answer.
Well, if I knew how to work this, I'd tell you. Hey, don't worry about it, Chris. We signed off. My understanding was you said he could not make it. Great game, guys.
That was a good one.
Vicky, great job.
She stepped right in there, did good.
I told Jay I was going to get you on.
She did a good job.
Jay, didn't you tell her?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And you didn't believe? You didn't believe? Well, when did you start believing?
You threw that on my head. And then I got that the camera radio fright,
Yeah, it does happen.
Yeah, but all you had
I know, I was just like,
It does happen.
But all you had to do was just call the time out. The time.
Now you know, and you did. And now you know what Porky felt like. I put him on there one time. I said, "That's a heck of a game." And Porky said,
that's exactly right. It was like,
Jay, my man.
"Nice job, buddy."
Always good to see you and work with you.
We'll do it again next week from War Memorial.
Always good to see you. Y'all want a pumpkin bread before you go?
No, thank you, Keller. I appreciate it.
Take care. Great job tonight.
That was a good job.
thanks.
All right, y'all be careful driving. I'll give you a call.
All right, I'm not leaving anytime soon. This is real difficult to get out.
Wish I'd seen you.
Gun case.
Wish I'd seen you.
Well, I couldn't hardly hear you in the thing. No, he said, I'll get there eventually, but I got some people I got to hug. Oh, I meant a good picture of y'all. Man, the car got me some socks up. I'm starving. Who?
Totally. 500. 89 yards, or 532 to 89.
I told you they were just a wannabe program. That's all they are.